time, bro. I gotta
Hey,
run my
hey, hey,
business
Rick,
tomorrow.
turn your expand off. Turn your expand off.
Turn
Hold on, turn your expand off. Hey,
Who,
Rick,
me?
turn your expand. Yeah, turn your expand off.
What you mean?
I'm
How you
trying.
do that?
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get change the grid.
Hello, yo, what are we doing, man? Let's get into the
Oh, okay. All
conversation,
right.
man.
Well, let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. So, I appreciate you tapping in. Um, the issue, the tape with Shanice's YouTube drop. How you feeling about that? How you feeling about the YouTube drop?
I feel like she made a lot of great points. Some of the stuff to see her say was a bit disappointing, but at the end of the day, if that's her truth, if that's her healing process, that's her healing process. Do I agree with everything that she said? No. Do I think that
No,
she made?
because
Do I think she made a? Do I think she made a lot of good points? Yeah. Do I think I fucked up as a man and as a leader? Absolutely. Do I think that she left me because I wasn't doing my responsibility as a man, as a leader? Absolutely.
I want to be more specific than that. I want to be more specific than that because I'm thinking about this as a man that has a daughter that's Shanice's age, that's in Shanice's age group, and the accusations that she put out there are not. I don't think that you're handling it well. I think that you're being very dismissive and almost rude. Um, in the way that you're responding to the things that she said, even if you're not admitting any type of culpability or responsibility for what she said, to paint her as unhinged and having mental problem, it doesn't serve you well.
I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily trying to paint her out to be that. I just feel like her opinion does not reflect reality. I understand like how somebody could take a story about somebody talking to, on drugs, talking to somebody else that doesn't exist, and that's like an extreme story, but it's still like the concept, right? So for me, again, I'm not here to invalidate her. I'm not here to invalidate anything. But
You,
at
you don't you
the
don't
flip
you
side,
don't think
hold on,
you
hold on,
don't
hold
think
on,
that.
hold on, Kev. At the flip side, bro, like I getting thousands of death threats for something that's not even an accurate reflection of reality. I also don't think that that's fair to me. So I get you guys have your hold on, bro. Hear me out, bro. I get you guys have your opinion and your side and what you guys think happened, but like at the end of the day, man, like you guys don't see everything.
What
That's the
part
only thing
wasn't
that I'm gonna
true?
say.
Well, I want to ask you, man to man,
Yeah.
what part wasn't true?
Bro,
What
I'm gonna be completely real with you as far as like the stuff that she said, like none of that was true. About me hitting her and then telling her that, oh, she deserved more, me using her as a punching bag, me putting her, making her kneel and rice and me and Olivia laughing at her, never happened. The conversations that she said never happened. Her trying to change me never happened. Me going to her, asking her, hey, like, how can I be a better king for you? And her trying to change me, bro, that never happened. Again, I'm not gonna invalidate her. I'm not gonna invalidate her story.
No,
I don't know if she,
it's not about no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold on, hold
You
on,
don't have
hold
to
on,
keep
hold on, hold
articulating
on,
that because it's not
hold
about
on.
invalidation. But see, the part what I had a problem with you about is is the fact that you
Yo, Kev, Kev,
denying it
Kev,
is
Kev,
expected.
Kev. With all due respect, fam. Like last time, we kept this conversation very respectful. I understand that it's highly emotional, but let's keep that same respect. I will answer any question you have, but I need you to allow me to answer it, and I'm gonna allow you to ask and say whatever you have to say. Let's just keep that respect between each other as men. Is that cool? Is that fair?
I ain't got no issue with that.
All
That's
right.
how we roll. That's how we roll. And Rick, jump in here anytime you feel ready, bro.
Hey, Sean,
Um,
Sean, you know what? I just think you need to be direct with like when that, questions about what happened. I think you should just be honest with it, bro. Like even if it's some shit that may
You say
leak
what?
everybody, you're not gonna.
Hold on,
I
hold
think
on.
you should just be honest and open about it. Okay.
But you guys want, it's like when you guys say be honest and open, it's like you guys want me to admit to something that did never happen. is the only thing.
Nah,
Like
I ain't saying, that ain't what I said.
hold
Nah, I
on.
ain't saying that. Nah, I ain't saying, I'm
So
just
how
saying
much
that.
more honest and open can I like be? Cause like my thing is this: I've said what I said. I put up my challenge. I was like, "Yo, let's take a polygraph. Let's do this. Let's do that." I even offered like a reward, and I'm not trying to antagonize her. I'm not trying to piss her off. Like I get how people feel about it, but it's just like, bro, that's just. I get that that's her opinion, but it does not define reality. And guys, like, I don't know, just. I just think the whole thing is kind of like very interesting. Like I said, I'm not here to tell anybody how to heal. Do I think that that was right? No, but like at the end of the day, that's her opinion. That's her opinion. That's how she felt. So
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Sean. Are you open to one or two to people coming up on the panel and asking questions?
bro, people can ask anything. But the thing is, people don't want to ask a question. You guys want to push a narrative. You guys want to push a narrative.
No.
You guys want to push a narrative that I'm an abuser, that I abuse Olivia, I do this and that. What you guys fail to realize is like, if I'm so abusive, if I'm such a bad guy, which I do have a lot of character flaws, but if I'm so abusive and this grown woman, why was she with me for over a year before Olivia came into the picture? Like before we went to this social media stuff, this was never a discussion. So like what just happened? And here's the thing. One thing I will say is not everybody is mentally strong. So as an entrepreneur, you guys know you're a businessman. You know when you build business, it changes who you are as a person. It changes the way you look at the world. It develops your sense of self, the responsibility that you take. Shanice was not an entrepreneur. I'm not bashing her. But guys, on her own platform, on her own page, she talks about her previous mental health issues. So you guys do not feel like, hey, her receiving tons and thousands of messages saying she's a groomer, she's an abuser, she's abusing a 20-year-old could have possibly, slightly affected her when she's not an entrepreneur.
No, hang tight, Sean. Hang tight.
Come on, bro. Let me finish. You agreed that you would let me finish, man.
But we can't talk in run-on sentences, so I can't get nothing in.
But let me make my point, bro. Let me make my point. It's a very complicated thing, man. It's not just black and white. You guys don't feel like the story was like, oh, Shanice was a groomer. Now the story is she's a victim, right? So it went a lot to like go ahead and change like the narrative. Guys, every day my queen in there is getting death threats, thousands of them, hundreds of them. She's mentally strong. It just bounces off of her. But what if she wasn't mentally strong? What if she was like having mental health issues and wanted to like go and unalive herself? And then the crazy thing is you guys are messaging her about stuff that's not even like true. That's the crazy thing about it. So it's just like, okay. Good thing.
Hey, listen, I agree with you on that because I said that too. I said they shouldn't be doing Olivia like that. I agree with that part. Now, they shouldn't be bashing her like that because whatever she's going through.
And actually, to that, Rick is right because actually, to that regard, Rick and I did a live for about 4 or 5 hours.
For sure.
And 1,500, 2,000 people in the live, and we told them, you know, and admonishing people about how they were treating Olivia on their lives. So we've always promoted, you know, just being nice to her, even if they don't like her. Now, you on the other hand, you know, I ain't that big. I can't fight that fight. But because they gonna say what they. But you have to understand that with the video that Shanice put out there and the content of that video that I mean y'all, we wouldn't know who the fuck y'all was, Sean, unless y'all came out on social media and introduced yourselves to us. So that comes with everything that comes with that. And when something like this comes out, you have to understand that the same way that you sitting in that chair right there, right now, that you're gonna have to answer the tough questions when tough shit come out.
Yeah.
And you can't dictate. Wait a minute, let me finish. You can't dictate the direction of that conversation, but based off of your discomfort of the questions.
I haven't. Right. You guys, I go live every single day. I go live every single day. I haven't dodged no smoke. The only stop going live was to try to like save my family. That was it. I haven't dodged any smoke. I let people ask me anything. But the thing is this, you guys are not interested in the truth. You guys are interested in pushing a narrative.
Now, we definitely interested in the truth, man. That's what I'm saying. Did you make her kneel on rice? Did that happen? Did that thing happen?
I never made her do anything like that. Never. Okay, Olivia laughing at her never happened. Me making her do that never, ever happened. But you guys are gonna believe what you guys want to believe. I'll put it to you like this. Let's just like people can say like anything. Like, and that's the thing. And y'all will just believe it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I get it. Guys, that cost me millions of dollars. You guys may not believe that, but that cost me millions of dollars. There's millions of people who will never do business with me. There are so many deals. There's so many things that I lost behind that you guys will never see. Like, if somebody wants to do, we act like, and I'm not, I'm not here to invalidate her. I'm not here to attack her character. I'm not here to call her a liar. But we act like women don't do malicious things, bro. How many of us have had our cars damaged for some shit that a woman did? How many of us have had our clothes burned for some shit that a woman did? How many of us?
It happens. Yeah, it happens though.
Hold on. If somebody's willing, if we've seen a pattern, right, of this, and we've known so many circumstances. I mean, Tiger Woods' ex-wife hit him in the head with a golf club. Why is it so? You guys saw the Johnny Depp and the Amber Heard situation. Why is it so hard to believe that, like, hey, maybe that just never happened?
I'm gonna tell
you why it's hard to believe, Sean. It's hard to believe that it didn't happen, but based off of the way you responded to the accusation.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say this shit.
Hang tight. Let me answer your question. And like I said, I'm talking to you with all respect, but I'm speaking to you from the perspective of a father. You know, and I don't mean no disrespect. No disrespect. I'm not gonna cuss at you, call you names. Even people come on my platform or when we on Facts Over Feelings, we don't let people call y'all out y'all name. We don't let them cuss y'all out. We don't let them do none of that shit. We've been totally objective in this whole thing. We've allowed everything to play out instead of jumping to one side or the other, like a lot of other these big platforms have been doing.
For sure.
But with that being said, Sean, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around nothing happening. That everything something happened, whether it's to the degree that Shanice said it or a different story that you have to tell. Something happened, Sean. The women don't just make up stories of abuse. Hang tight. I see the big eyes, but hang tight. Let me land my plane. Women don't just make up things when it comes to this gravity and in such detail to where there's no validity to it at all. Even if it's not to that extreme, Sean, there's still some validity to it.
All right. Okay.
And that's the only part.
So let me get this straight. You think I used her when she said I used her as a punching bag? You think that that's true, and you think that it's true when she said I hit her?
No, see, hang tight. No, let me answer your question. Let me ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. I never said that. I said that there's something happened. I never said that you used her as a punching bag. I never even mentioned the rice. I never said anything. All I said was something happened.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. She gave me her heart. She loved me the best that she could, and I was being a bitch, and I wasn't being the leader that I needed to be, and I hurt her, man. And the thing is, hurt people, bro. Like, that's the truth. Like, and guys,
that's the truth. Hurt people do hurt people, though.
Guys, there's people that will never, ever speak to me. I've had people do death threats when I've been out in public. I've had people treat me weird in public. I've lost business deals. I've lost a lot for that. And it's okay. That's what I get for not being a man and not being like a leader. I understand it. So the thing is, like, bro, I think she got to do exactly what she intended out to do, which was bring harm to me. I get it. I understand it. There are so many people who are gonna sit up and look at me a certain way. There's women that I'll never be able to talk to because they will look at me a certain way and they never even had a conversation. There's people that are gonna judge me that never even shook my hand. Guys, I'll be the first to admit that I have a lot of character flaws, but I just do not think
when Shanice came home from deployment, were you waiting on her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you at the pier? Were you at the dock? Were you at her station?
No, I was not at the pier.
Did you know what day she returned? Did you know what
day she returned? I didn't know what time she returned.
So when she returned, you weren't there to greet her with.
No. So here's how this works. Can I flip my camera? Can I flip my camera? How does that work?
Sure. Yeah, you gotta go to the little 3 bars, I think. The little 3 bars at the bottom.
Yeah, so look, if you see here, you see that water right there?
You gotta hit save. We can't see your camera.
Your camera's not on.
You gotta hit save.
You see that water there? That's where the ship comes by. That's where the ships come in. So I can see her when the ship gets in. I'm downtown. So as soon as they park, it's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes from me. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's really like close. But was I waiting at the pier for her? No, absolutely not. Could I have been? Sure, absolutely. Could I have made sure she was more known, let her know she was more appreciated? Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I'm gonna just say this. Not everybody's mentally strong. You don't think it's funny that this girl's in under videos, like when people are like asking for the tea, she's like, yeah, good luck with the next video. You don't think that that's kind of like strange? You don't think it's strange that me and her, hold on. You don't think it's strange that me and her, if you listen to what she says, I always focus on solutions. She felt like she found her husband. I was this great guy. And then all of a sudden shit just changed and I just became this evil person? Like make it make sense, bro. Not everybody can like handle it. And the truth is I was not being the best me that I was. I got comfortable. I lost a little bit of my discipline. Now there will be times where I would yell. I would admit to that. Oh, I would be like, very pissed about that. That's something I can definitely
So what you think? What you think changed the dynamic of y'all relationship? Because Shanice, you were up first, right? What changed the
That's a
whole
good question.
dynamic?
That's a real good question, Rick.
My
That's a real good question.
communication and me just being a bitch and not being the leader that I needed to be. That was 100% it. That's 100% the reason. Again, her opinion is her opinion. I just
So you don't think you bringing Olivia in had something to do with it though?
No, I don't think so because I told her from Jump Street that it was going to be in some type of way. It was going to be involved. However, other women involved. I will say this: when we went to social media,
Sean, when you had a bad day at work,
Hold on. That's why I heart.
Please, just stop. So again, it wasn't me bringing Olivia. I think I could have communicated better. I think I could have done a lot of things better. I would just say this. I was wrong. I take full responsibility for the relationship failing with Shanice. I will say this. If we never went to social media, we will 1000% still be together. But to be honest with you guys, I'm glad that we're not together because...
That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, you may think it's a lie, bro, but I personally think I dodged a bullet. Matter of fact, I know I dodged a bullet. Like, I am actually, like, thankful that we're not together. Was that shit painful? Absolutely. But I am so thankful that we're not together. Like, you guys have no idea because, like, I just know, seeing this, I just know I dodged a bullet.
Okay, so again, with the release, I'm Team Shanice. I'm just gonna keep you know I'm Team Shanice. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm Team Shanice. Because whether she's right or she's wrong, the way that she's handled this. Look, we're not on your goddamn live. You're not gonna be looking away and shit while we on my motherfucking live. Yeah, I need your undivided attention. When you over here with me and Rick, now don't be looking all back in the corner like you just interested, Rick.
Listen, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. If you want my undivided attention, just ask for it. I also got my team. I got my business and stuff here. So I got other stuff going on as well. So not trying to be rude, not trying to be disrespectful. If you guys want my undivided attention, just say that.
Let's tap in. Okay. Okay. I done lost my train of thought. What I was saying, Rick?
You talking about Shanice? You talking about Shanice? The reason the way she handled that shit, you like the way she handled it.
I'm Team Shanice. I've been Team Shanice. I think and the reason why I'm Team Shanice is because of how she's handled it. She's managed to stay above the messiness and the accusations, and even in her video was more filled with innuendos and a little subtlety than it was being direct. Not one time have I heard her call your name or mention your name, other than the letter to my love. We knew who the fuck she was talking about in that. But other than that, we haven't even heard her say your name. But oftentimes, when y'all go live, especially when y'all first started going live, it seems like your lives are meant to send subliminal messages to her, as though you're talking to her through your lives, and you're starting to curb it a bit in regards to how you treat Olivia. But even the way you was treating Olivia when Shanice first left was a bit off-putting, quite a bit off-putting. It was actually distasteful because you could see that Shanice was the one that you actually really wanted to be with, Sean.
No, Cap. I think Shanice made me comfortable. Me and Olivia actually like grow together. My business has 10x. Everything has gotten better. My fitness has gotten better. My mindset has gotten better. Everything's gotten better in my life since she's been going. She made me very comfortable, and that comfortableness made me a bitch, to be honest. And it's the exact reason why I couldn't be the man that I needed to be to bring the best out of her. She did a good job making me comfortable, but comfort is the enemy of progress. And I don't want to be good. I want to be fucking great. And I'm not gonna be great by being fucking comfortable. That's just the truth.
Hey, so do you plan on giving her money back, like that $7,800 that she talking about?
That's why you my co-host, boy, because I was finna ask the same shit.
All she has to do is message me. If she
Sean,
wanted that,
Sean, stop. You must look. I got mad love, but I got mad love and respect for you. But Sean, stop.
So let me get this straight.
That's more. That's a tactic, Sean. That's a tool of manipulation to where it's designed to get someone to concede to doing something that you want them to do based off of what they want from you.
Why you don't just send it to her?
So let me get this straight. If she wanted her money back, why was that never a conversation?
It's a conversation now.
Nah, but it's
a conversation. Hold on, it's a conversation that's coming from y'all. It's not even coming from her.
We wouldn't know about it if it didn't come from her.
But here's the thing. She only said that to say that, hey, Sean, you're sacrificing. I've made sacrifices as too. Guys, we're 6 months into the year. $7,800 is 1.7% of the money that I've spent this year. Guys, I'm on pace to spend over $1 million. I'm going to spend over $1 million this year. I'm not saying that to
do with the price of right.
Guys, I'm not saying this to brag. All I'm telling you guys is this. I spend about $7,800 every single week. Whether that's a business expense, whether that's doing this, whether it's doing something, if it was that big of a deal to her, all she had to do was hit me up. And by the way,
we went on it. We follow. Hold on. Let me say that. I'm talking about the money part. We follow you on the money. We follow you on the money. We get real money over here too. We get good money on this side.
So you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. We get good money over here.
So you know an entrepreneur doesn't have cash. They have cash flow. And guys, this incident happened over.
I got cash and cash flow though. I got cash and cash flow.
That happened over a year ago, like way before we ever went live. That was like over a year ago.
Do you think that you could have handled this whole video release differently?
This is how I feel. This is me being brutally honest with you. If the video is called A Letter to My Love, why did I not get it? When I sent my apologies to Shanice, when I sent my closure, I sent it to her. I didn't send it to social media because it was for her. If that video was really for me, it would have been for me. I told you guys how I feel. Shanice is in a relationship with social media. Shanice cares about her image. You guys are not understanding that. She really cares, and that's not a bad thing. It's cool to care about your image. The thing about me is I'm already painted as the bad guy. I have nothing to protect. She has a lot to lose. And
hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Bro, that woman could not. If people hit me up the way they hit her up the way they hit me up, I just do not think, knowing her and like how she is mentally and how she is in the head, she would be able to like handle that. She has an image to protect, and it's not a bad thing. I'm not bashing her. I'm not coming after her. Guys, the woman is in a relationship with social media. Like that's just it. Like, God, it's like this. It's like, bro, your success will never exceed your personal development. That's my belief. You guys, that's what I believe. That's why when people hit the lotto, they go fucking broke because they didn't put in the fucking work to get there. They hit the lotto and go fucking miserable. But when you work for success, success is something you attract by the person you become. That's what I believe. So when you just get fame and you never put in the work, or you get an abundance of something, sometimes it can be like a shock to you. You're like, holy shit. And what it is, social media is just a magnification. And the thing about Shanice is she's always cared what other people thinks about her. She said it herself. She's always been a people pleaser. Instead of pleasing me because I was being a bitch, she wanted to please social media. Guys, she literally would be under every single comment. Every day I would get messages. Shanice said this about you under a clip. Guys, we see a couple of the funny clips. Bro, Shanice was seeing every clip, commenting, throwing shade, every single clip. And they was like, girl, stop throwing shade and spill the tea. And then she comments under a video, y'all gonna love this. Bro, she's trying to please social media. Hundreds of people, millions of people hitting her up saying,
but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Hold on. He's
Let
this,
me play.
he's this. So, bro, you guys don't see it. She's in a relationship with social media, and I'm not knocking her for it. It's cool, but she just was not an entrepreneur. I'm not trying to take nothing away from her. It just came to her.
So-
She was not ready for that.
So
Okay,
you
so the difference
go ahead.
the difference is that Olivia has 2 cents finance as her business, right? That's her business. That's the way that she makes money. That's her niche. That's how she gets her bread.
Yeah.
What Shanice has the military and whatever it is that she does, and she has her whatever. But she has her social media is her niche as well. So because I got my social media is my niche as well. And my mate or the person that I'm that's part of my streams of income.
Yeah.
So wait, hang tight. Let me finish. Let me land my plane.
Yep. You're right.
So it almost seems to me like there's an admiration or even somewhat of a jealousy toward the. I'm just keeping it real, Sean. You all got all these theatrics and shit. I'm just talking to you.
Bro, listen. I get it, but look at how much content Shanice had to make to reach that level of fame, if you will. Bro, there's people who make content every day, like Olivia, who made content every day for years. And here's the thing.
She's not exciting.
Hold on. The journey is not about, people get into fitness thinking that it's just to look good, but then they realize that it's the process that works on them. It's the discipline that they
We don't care. We don't care.
Could you listen to what I'm saying, bro? It's about the discipline. This is why you don't talk to girls with BBLs. Girl, you can get a BBL, but the girl that goes to the gym, not only does she look good, but she went through the journey of achieving that, the hard work, sweat, and tears. So she's built all these internal attributes, which can shift her mindset and allow her to operate at a much higher frequency. It builds muscles of character. What I'm saying with Shanice, she just popped off. She didn't really have to put in that much work. So I'm telling you guys, she didn't have the character muscles developed. I'm not saying she's a bad person. It just kind of came to her. It's like the difference between a self-made millionaire and a trust fund baby. Those are 2 different people. They're both millionaires, but they're gonna operate different. And the thing is, you guys gotta realize, like, Shanice wants to like protect her image. Like, she really wants, because here's the thing. The same way she's trying to do whatever, guys, I could do the same thing. I could say whatever, but that's not me. That's not who I'm to say about her. She's a great person. I'm not gonna try to paint her out to be a bad person at all.
Do you regret bringing it?
Hold on, real quick. I'm not even upset at her because at the end of the day, she's just doing what she knows. When you know better, you do better. That's what she feels. I just personally think she tries to appease social media. That's just my 2 cents. And she had millions of people saying we need to expose him.
Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Rick.
So do you regret bringing y'all relationship to the internet now? Do you think if y'all have not came on the internet, y'all still be together?
Social media just exposed what's real. God, I'm in abundance. I'm still, listen, guys, I know I get a lot of slack. People think I look like a snapping turtle. I can approach any girl I want. I've always talked to beautiful women. I will always talk to beautiful women. I'm freaking young. I got no kids. I got no STDs. I freaking, make a bit of money.
You say you get money and shit, right? So why you don't just send her that 7-8 back? Just send it. That's chop chain. You get bread, right? That ain't shit.
Well, yeah, and that's a conversation that we could have.
Why does a conversation have to take place when you can just send it back to her?
Okay, so if that's the case, hold on. So like, if that's the game that we're playing, is she gonna send me all the money that like I gave her and invested in her? Like, if that's the game that we're playing,
Well, I don't know what game who's playing. I'm just having we're just having a conversation with y'all. And speaking of conversations, recently you had an ex that came out and spoke about her relationship that she had with you. I can't quite remember her name. But she was a pretty dark skinned young lady. And she said that you never got physical with her. She did say that you never put your hands on her, but you would get so angry at times that you would stand over, you would yell at her, be yelling at the top of your voice, and be calling her stupid, and how could you be so stupid? And I actually said that I don't see Sean being, I don't know if he's physical. I can't say that he's physically abusive, but I can see him, yelling and saying, "How could you be so dumb? How could you be so stupid? Oh my God, God!" And then she turned, and I came across that video, and she said that very same thing.
Yeah, guys, I openly admit to that. I've said a lot of stuff that I didn't say, and I agree that that's very, 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 very wrong. And I definitely see how people can see that as emotional abuse, if that's what you want to call it. That's certainly not my intention. I'm a very passionate person. Do I be calling people all kind of, oh, you stupid dumb bitch? No, never. But if somebody does something stupid, I'm like, yo, what are you thinking? That's wow. Some people may take that as a bad thing, right? And I definitely see how somebody could feel that way. Guys, I got a lot of growth to do. I got a lot of character flaws. I'm steadily improving as a man. So I'll be the first to admit that, absolutely. Especially compared to now when I'm doing all this self-development and, oh yeah, I'm just a totally different animal. She doesn't even know who I am. But I'm pretty sure you'll have plenty of people. Some girl I talked to on Tinder once, my middle school teacher, my brother.
I'm gonna comment on something that I know for a fact that I heard you say. And this is for a fact, and I know I heard you say it. And on several times you allude to your lack of performance with Shanice as being part of the reason why she left. There was also another night where you and Olivia was on Instagram. And on that Instagram live, Olivia stepped off the camera for a second, and it was some reference about her eating something or something in her mouth, and then you said to her on live while 7,000 people were watching, "Oh, I got something that you can put in your mouth, or you like that." You say some of the most deplorable things that a man can say. If I say some of the things about my daughter with tens and thousands of people watching, as though she's some whore, because that's what, when you do that, you even refer to your relationship and sexual experiences with Shanice and the lack thereof while you're online, and it lacks charisma and couth. Yeah. And if I heard somebody speak like that about my daughter, I would be livid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I personally think, I see why you feel that way. I think sex is a natural part of a relationship. I think I did an innuendo.
Nah, that ain't what he's saying, though.
Hold on, Kev. Let me answer.
That wasn't me. That was my partner. That was my partner. That was my partner.
I'm with you. Just listen, though. Just hear me out.
Yeah.
And I think making an innuendo is one thing, but if I said, "Bitch, get over here and suck my fucking dick right the fuck now" on live, that's totally different. I made a joke. Hold on. I made a joke. People joke about stuff all the time. But see, growing up, we're taught, don't talk about money, don't talk about sex, don't talk about religion, don't talk about those things. Okay, I don't believe in that. I think if you never have money, you won't, if you never talk about money, you won't have much of it. I think if you're afraid to talk about sex, it just...
No, Sean, hang tight. When you on your platform, time out.
Bro, I'm going.
Time out.
Listen, man, how you gonna time out me? I'm going. I'm wrapping up right now.
I can do that because it says live creator host right there.
You also agreed as a...
When y'all be on your platform... Sean, we're not doing that.
Bro,
I respect you on your platform, but you got to respect me on mine. I have the host and the co-host have a right to interrupt anybody, and when that person interrupts, that person has to concede to the host or the co-host.
Sure. We grown men. Don't act like that, bro. You got to take your feelings out this shit. We just having a
Yeah,
conversation,
yeah.
bro.
Look,
Yeah, you can't get
I'm taking you guys
yeah.
for your
I have
words.
a right to interrupt you. I have a right to interrupt you as a whole.
Listen, I understand that, but you also gave me your man as your word as a man that you wouldn't do that.
I have
and you
not.
would let me
We have
finish.
not
yeah.
disrespected you,
I
Sean.
didn't say you was being disrespectful. All I'm saying is you gave me your word as a man that you would let me finish.
No. What I said is that look,
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I tell everybody that comes up here. Whether you ghost watch, whether you tune in, tap in, come in the live or whatever, the host and the co-host can interrupt whoever they want to interrupt. That's it. You do the same shit on your own goddamn live. You do the same shit on your own live.
I agree with that. I also don't tell them that I'm gonna let them finish and then don't.
I will let you finish once I interrupt you. Because you gaslighting me. You gaslighting me. When I tell
you by reminding you of what you said.
No. You're gaslighting me in the sense where
I don't want to get into like
you're gaslighting. Hang tight. You're gaslighting me in the sense where I specifically pointed out to you the regard of speaking to Olivia like that and implying that you'll put your penis in her mouth online. I don't care if sex is a conversation that people should be having, blah, 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 blah. There's certain, well, hang tight. There's some things that I'm talking to you man to man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said man to man. We talking man to man, and I'm talking to you as best as I can right now and admonishing you. That's not something you do. You don't imply to women in a group of people how they can give you fellatio.
Yeah, especially your woman. It's a certain level of respect that I got because I'm married. I'm married. It's a certain level of respect that I'm gonna give my wife at all times, especially when people watching. But at all times, but even when people ain't motherfucking watching, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you guys, and respectfully, our relationship. You guys don't know our sense of you guys don't know our sense of humor. And until Olivia said something to me about it, then I'm not gonna like change it. Like that's just me. I said an innuendo. I didn't say, girl, get the fuck over here and suck my dick right now. I didn't say something like that. I just said, yo, I got something for you. It's a joke. Like, come on, man. It's literally a joke. Like, no,
hey, Sean, let me tell you this. I don't care what people think about me. And everybody on, if you watch any of these other platforms that have been coming at me lately, I could give a fat frog's ass. I don't care what people think about me, but I do care about the things that I do and say that give people their impression of me. There's a big difference.
Well, that's you. I don't.
So you don't care about the things that you do that make you look some kind of way?
No.
Like if people
are that sensitive that I can't make a sexual innuendo with my queen, I think that's crazy. And Kev, I think it's funny that you sit up here and talk about crossing lines when you cross the biggest line.
Oh, let's talk about that. I'm glad you bring that up. What line did I cross, Sean?
I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Come on.
Okay, well let me go down the line. Let me go. Hold up. Let's talk about it. I'll let you go.
Listen, Kev. There's nothing to talk about there, but it's just like, listen, the same way you have your opinion on what you feel like is cool, I have my opinion on what I feel like is cool. Like you feel like it's cool to like call Olivia's phone when she's on live. Like you don't feel like that's like out of bounds.
I thought it was the funniest shit ever, and all 1,500 people in here thought it was funny.
The same way I thought it was funny to make a joke about my queen, and she thought it was funny as well.
So you're gonna compare a prank phone call to a sexual innuendo to a 20-year-old girl online?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me say this. Hey, hold on. But Sharon, when they asked you about that, bro, you said, I ain't got no problem with that. I thought it was funny. And if I watched the live when they asked you about how do you feel about Kevin pranking, you like, oh, that ain't nothing. I thought it was funny.
I do think it's funny, but it's still
now you go. But now you got a problem with it.
So let's check this out. Things to me are funny. Things to me are funny because they're like true. So if I'm like, stereotypes are funny because they're true. Like that's the thing. Everybody knows the most fucked up jokes are the funniest. Everybody knows that.
So you think that was fucked up that he called your phone? You really pressed about that? You mad about it? You feel some type of way about it?
I'm not mad about it at all. I laughed about it, but I still think it's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. So why you bringing it back up then? If you ain't bothered about it?
Because the same way it can be wrong but still be funny about making a sexual innuendo. It's the same thing. You may think it's wrong, but it's still funny.
Sean, that is not an equivalent, and you know that. You're a smart enough gentleman. You know, you don't strike me as an idiot. One thing I've always given you credit for is having everybody like to say that you're not smart and you're an idiot. And this, I've always, you know, in that regard, I've always said, look, one thing about Sean, he ain't no damn fool, he ain't no idiot. And so and with that being, in your famous words, with that being said, you know damn well that is not an equivalent to me making a prank phone call to you and you making an innuendo about your lady giving you fellatio online with thousands of people listening.
Listen, Kev, I appreciate you, and this is what I'm gonna say to this. I get that, man. I'm out there. I get that some of the things that I say and do are so freaking, it can be offensive, it can be too loud, it can be too boisterous. But here's the thing, man. I didn't get to where I'm sitting right now, and I'm not perfect. I got a lot of room to improve, bro. Like, I got a lot of room to improve. I've achieved some great things, but I got a lot of room to improve. I didn't get to where I'm getting to right now by listening to the opinions of other people. If that's the case, I would have never tried. Listen, I would have never tried entrepreneurship. I would have never done poly. We wouldn't even be having this conversation because I never went to social media with my relationship. So
that's fair. That's a fair statement. And understand something. I ain't got no heaven and hell for you. I've always stated that I ain't got no opinion about your relationship, your dynamics of your relationship, how many women you want in and out. That ain't none of my motherfucking business. I don't care. I ain't had no conversation for that the whole time that me, Facts Over Feelings, Rick, chopping up with Kevdacomic, we ain't never had no conversation about that shit. The only thing that we've had a conversation about are the dynamics that have been put out there in regards to things that are taking place, Shanice leaving, the way they're being treated, because I haven't seen you being mistreated at all. I haven't seen Nan Lady cuss you out. I haven't seen Nan Lady call you name. I see him waiting on you hand and foot. You said yourself, Shanice got your water. You didn't have to do shit. She cooked your meals and every goddamn thing else. But what I do see is on the flip side of that, Sean, and again, I'm speaking to you man to man. This is just my opinion, food for thought. You do the motherfucking dishes. As a man that is in a polygamous relationship, you said that you polygamy, y'all, I don't give a shit. But if you gonna have several women, more than one woman that you're trying to sweep off their fucking feet, you're gonna have to learn to talk to women, communicate with women, treat women, identify with women, sympathize, empathize, and everything else with women. Right now, you come you come off as somebody that a man that is intimidated by women that are stronger than him. And those are the times. I'm just keeping it real. And food for thought, you do the dishes. You lately you've been coming off as somebody that's intimidated by strong women and women that disagree with him or may have more knowledge in a particular area than he does. And with Shanice was one that you couldn't control. She was the one in the relationship that you couldn't control. She was the one that's gonna think for herself, do what she wanna do, act how she wanna do. Against that, the more she's gonna go in the other direction. Olivia, on the other hand, is the one that's gonna do and whatever you say and tell whatever you tell her to do, whatever you instruct her to do, however you tell her to answer questions and things of that nature. A lot of what y'all doing now seems scripted, and it doesn't. Y'all. That's why y'all are losing people, is because it's not organic. And not only is it not organic, but now Shanice is coming out on the other side seeming more organic than y'all are.
Yeah. So that's interesting that you say that. And you're entitled to your opinion. Before Shanice, why did I only date doctors and lawyers? If you go look at my call to action on my Queen highlight, it literally says bonus points if you went to Ivy League. It says doctors, lawyers, neuroscientists, engineers, all that stuff, tap in. Here's the thing you guys don't know about, well, you guys already know. All women, in my opinion, love masculinity and love masculine energy. And what I've noticed is that the stronger the woman, the more she leads in the work world, the more submissive she is when she's at home and she's around true masculine energy. That's what I noticed, because she never really gets it. So when she does encounter it, it's like, So I'm gonna just disagree with that statement. And I personally think that every woman, when they're in the presence of a man that they respect, trust, and admire, they're going to be submissive. I don't give a fuck if they got $1 billion. When they get around the right man, they're going to be very submissive. I've never had a problem with a woman submitting to me. Now, where I fucked up with Shanice is I was just not being a great leader. I was being a bitch. That's all. And she just stopped believing in me. I let her down. I disappointed her too many times. And what happens with women is when they get disappointed so many times, they start to think that a problem is permanent. But the truth is no problem is permanent. People grow, people change. Women walk around saying men ain't shit. Why? Because they've been.
Sean,
Hold on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
They've
ahead.
been disappointed. They've been disappointed so many times that they start to think that men problem is permanent. But the truth is that's their feelings, but it's not an accurate reflection of reality. So that's what happens with Shanice. I just let her down too many times. And she just started to lose faith in me. I totally get it.
What did you learn from that? Have you learned anything from your
of course.
mistakes?
Keep your word no matter what. Even on the little things, everything, keep your fucking word. Let her understand that she's a priority. And another thing for me, Kev, like one thing I will say is, you guys know getting rich and having wealth are two different things. When you're growing a business, you're all in. Like, guys, I'm always broke. Like, always broke. I be having credit cards, max, everything always broke because I'm always investing into the business or into assets to grow. I'm in grind mode. So for me, I realized you got to have a lot of stability for a woman, because a woman's not necessarily, I don't give a fuck. Hey, if I don't have to eat this week so that I can like do something or invest in this deal, I'm gonna do that shit. Cause I'm a man. That's just, I'm gonna do that. We'll do that shit. But not, feminine energy cannot thrive in discomfort. So only thing I will say is, rather than being rich or making a lot of money, you want to have true wealth. So that way a woman never has to like feel some type of way about it. So for me, on the 1st of August is going to be a very big pivotal moment for me. Okay. I'm getting a little baby check for $7,500 beginning August 1st. And I'm going to be getting that every single month. And for me, that's my real first true passive income. That's from like investments that I've made. And I just realized like, hey, I would have at least $50,000 in passive income. And I mean, truly passive income, cash flow every month to do polygyny, because I think that Shanice probably felt some type of way. You can only go without for so long, like for so long. And I think she just started to feel some type of way about it or lose like belief. But as a businessman, sometimes businesses, when you invest in something, it's not going to cash flow right away. If you just go buy real estate, it might cash flow. Sometimes you might have to fix it up. Sometimes you have to do something. Sometimes you got to do X, Y, Z. Sometimes somebody move out and it might affect them. You see what I'm saying? So as men, I understand that, like, hey, don't really put women in that environment.
Hey, Sean, let me ask you a question. Sean. I asked Shanice, did it bother her that I asked Shanice, did it bother her that you said that she was lying about her YouTube video? Can you guess what she said?
She said probably no, or that's to be expected. I don't know.
No, let me tell you what she said. When I asked Shanice, was she upset about you indicating that she was lying about the YouTube video? She said that she was more hurt by Olivia saying that she was lying than you.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Olivia's definitely gonna, like, that makes sense to me, because basically she's saying that I'm just like dead to her. But
no, that means no. To me, that what that says is she expects you to say that.
Yeah, anybody would say that if they actually saw what happened. So
I think she's saying it hurt come from Olivia because Olivia's a woman.
Bro, the thing about this is this: how Shanice felt made sense, but guys, there was nothing that she said that was true. Like, nothing. Like, the conversations that she said happened, never happened. Her trying to, guys, okay, let me ask you a question. If I'm such a bad person, how did me and Shanice make it a year?
Hey, that's easy right there though, because we talking about how did you know how many folk deal with people and give them a presentation of what they want to see, bro?
Okay, so
That
but
happen all the time.
let me ask
You
you.
got motherfuckers 10 years in
Let me ask
with
you.
people.
Hold on, let him finish, Sean. Let
Go
him finish.
ahead.
Let him
Yeah,
finish.
you got people that get in relationships and be exactly what that person want them to be for 10, 15, 20. We got people in relationships right now longer than a year, and they ain't that same motherfucking person to date. That's why they lose their wife. That's why they lose their girlfriend, because you change. You don't necessarily change, but you expose yourself over time, because time exposes everything. No matter how long you try to hide who you are, at some point God allows something to happen where you got to show who the fuck you is. That's all
Yeah,
that
and
is.
I think that during times of adversity, people show exactly who they are. Again, I've not called Shanice a liar. I'm not invalidating her. I'm not attacking her
Well,
character.
you did
Listen,
say
hold on,
you did
hold on.
say she was
No,
lying.
I said that her opinion does not reflect reality. Because here's the truth, man. Like, if I go downstairs and walk downstairs right the fuck now, there's gonna be some crackhead talking to somebody. And I'm not saying that she's on
I don't
drugs.
think that's a good analogy, though. I don't think you should. I don't think you should. You should have used enough different. That ain't gonna. That's not a good one.
What different analogy can I use that's appropriate?
Not a damn
Not
crackhead,
a
Sean.
crackhead.
She ain't
Yeah,
no fucking
not a
Let's put it
crackhead,
like
Sean.
this. Let's put it like this. Somebody with schizophrenia, they can sit up here and talk to somebody.
She ain't no goddamn schizo. Come on, Sean. I can't let you
on.
do that, Sean. Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight. Sean, anytime you come over here on Facts Over Feelings, chopping up with Kevdacomic, we always respect you. We don't let nobody call you out your name. We don't let nobody imply that you this, that, or the other. We make sure that everybody shows you. If you notice, ain't nobody. We got everybody. This panel is full. Wait, real quick. Hang tight, real quick, Sean. Real quick. This panel is full, but ain't nobody talking to you but me and Rick. You know why? Because there's an understanding here. So I'm not gonna and Rick is not gonna sit back and let you imply that she's schizophrenic, compared her to a crackhead, and then you turn around in the same voice won't respect. It's not going down like that, Sean.
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling a story.
Don't use that comparison.
Let me get this straight. What am I supposed to? If somebody tells something that's not true, what am I supposed to compare that to?
Not no fucking crackhead or schizophrenic. Come on, Sean. You a smart motherfucker. You ain't no idiot. Right, you believe me. If any man that thinks that he's capable of having 7 women is not no dumb motherfucker.
Oh God, for sure.
All right, man. So listen, since I can't tell my story, I don't know what story you want me to tell.
Sean, you can tell your story.
I'm just saying your comparison. I ain't saying you can tell your story, but I'm comparing to no crackhead.
I'm not playing victim. I'm literally okay. So I talk about somebody that's on drugs. It's a problem. I talk about somebody with a mental disorder. It's a problem.
No, you're comparing her to one. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't
different, Sean.
When did I compare her to one?
The fact that we're having the conversation is about her. The fact that the conversation about her and you use that as a comparison, that's come on, Sean. You are not no fucking idiot.
All right, man. Well, listen, guys, if we can't make comparisons, if we can't tell stories, I don't know how you guys are gonna get it. She's telling you guys a story, you guys believe it. All I'm gonna say is this: there's a little. Listen.
We've been very fair, Sean. We ain't leaned one way or another.
I understand. No, you said that you clearly are on Team Shanice, so you definitely lean a certain way. With that being said, Kev, this is what I want to do, bro. I'm not even gonna do that. I wish you guys knew the whole truth. No. I wish you guys could have been a fly on the wall. I wish you guys could have seen every conversation and really saw the whole thing and actually knew the truth. And were I a lesser person, stories I could tell. But I'm not even gonna go there. If you guys want to believe it, go ahead. You can believe whatever you guys want to believe. I just think it's crazy that we dated for over a year before we started the whole social media thing, and now all of a sudden, here it is. Somebody that literally said they battle mental health issues, and we know that people will say and do any type of thing, and it's somehow unbelievable that her story is just not true.
We've actually had people on our platform that were Team Sean. So we don't show a biased approach in this at all, Sean. So you're gonna have to deal with the tough questions. You're gonna have to thicken up your skin and strap up your boot. You're gonna hang tight. You're going to have to thicken up your skin and strap up your boots in regards to this and be able to handle the tough questions that people going to have for you until you get through it, answer the questions, or this shit blow over, whatever the fuck going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
But you're a businessman. You run several businesses. You're making all kind of money. You got a huge platform. People tapped into you. You're going to have to handle the tough questions, partner.
Yeah.
Okay, so when do I get to give tough answers? Because you guys get to ask me whatever. Hold on. You guys get to ask me whatever you want with no filter, but I have to answer with a filter. It's not fair.
You answer with no filter.
Let me answer the question the way I want to answer it.
Go ahead.
No, you have to answer the question with the same respect that is given. You have to answer the question with the same respect that is given.
Bro, if you guys are going to ask me a tough question, allow me to give a tough answer.
Come on with it.
If I walk outside right now, I'm not saying Shanice is a crackhead. Do we understand that I'm not saying Shanice is a crackhead? Do we understand I'm not comparing her in any single way to a drug addict? If I walk outside, talking to people that do not exist. If he comes in my building and says, hey man, I was just talking to this person outside, and I'm like, bro, I see that there's nobody there, but I'm not going to invalidate you. I'm not going to invalidate your opinion. Guys, there's millions of people hitting Shanice up, calling her a groomer, calling her an abuser. You don't think that would take a mental toll on somebody? What? Millions of people, hold on. Millions of people hitting her up, calling her an abuser, calling her this. That girl was under every single video on social media throwing shade at us. You never can see one comment of us throwing shade at Shanice. And then number two, she literally goes to social media and says, y'all are gonna love this next video. She talks about having disassociation in her video on her own Instagram. She talks about her own previous mental health issues, and you guys don't feel like possibly she was so hurt that she made something up. And it wasn't even a crazy story. It was like I could understand if it was just like super into this, but she just said, like you said, she speaks in innuendos. She says all this type of stuff. You guys don't think that that's possible. Look at the facts. Half of y'all, if millions of people hit y'all up and said something negative, bro, y'all would be like, oh, bro, I can't even come back to this. I'm done. I'm checked out. I can't take this no more. If she already says she struggles with mental health, why do you guys feel like it didn't affect her? We dated for a whole year and she was here. Why?
I'm saying, but that even you saying that affect her, but that don't mean that ain't gonna turn into a liar, is it?
All right, bro, women, you're right, bro, because women never make up lies.
No, I ain't saying that. Women do that. Yeah, women do that. Women do that. It happens, bro.
No. That's fair.
Yeah, that's how. You're right. I agree with that shit. It happens, bro. It happens. I'm not gonna do that.
Think about this, bro. Think about this. We sit up here and say we're gonna build a family together. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna do this together. A 20-year-old woman sits here and comes and maybe we have a better bond. Maybe we have this. Maybe we have this. She's hurt in front of millions of people. You don't think she wants revenge? You don't think she wants no type of revenge? No type of revenge.
Bro, why that harsh? Why paint you out to be a villain like that, though?
Kev, here's the thing, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. You hit that shit right on the motherfucking head because you said it all along. Shanice got a plan and she gonna leave. And Kevin, I wish I could tell you that plan because if I told you, if I told you the truth on what really happened, bro, your whole world would be turned upside down. But I was
actually getting ready to ask you that. Hang tight, Sean. I was actually getting ready to ask you a question because I saw a video. A clip where you said that this was all a plan, but Shanice went off script. Nah. Is that true? Hold on, wait. Let me ask you a question. Is that true? Because I saw the video where you said that it was all a plan, but Shanice went off script.
No, that's not true. So here's the thing, Kev. Here's the thing, bro. You called it. Only thing I'm gonna tell you is this, bro. You called it. And when I tell you that girl, all I'm gonna say is this. When I say that girl had a plan, bro, she had a plan. And that's all I'm going to leave it at, Kev. You called that shit from a mile away, bro. You been called that. You was like, yo, I think that girl got a plan. She's about to do this. You called it. I'm not going to say what happened, but if I told you guys would be shell shocked. But here's the thing. I would never tell you guys because I'm not finna slander her character. I'm not finna slander her name because at the end of the day, I can never blame a woman for what she does if I'm the one that put her in that environment. If I'm the one that made her feel like she couldn't come to me.
But this your moment of truth though. You right here. We got 11,000 people in this motherfucker.
He has nothing to do.
Your truth though. I'm talking about she done told her truth. Tell your truth.
Listen, what my truth is this, bro. Everything she did was on me because I was a bitch. That was it at the end of the day. I'm not finna sit up here and be some victim and be like,
so you take accountability for not being the man that you need to be to her, but that abuse shit is out the window though. That absolutely did not happen at all.
I got nothing bad to say about her. She's a dope girl. Any guy that gets her is lucky to have her. But Kev, I'm gonna tell you, you called it a mile away. Motherfucker had a plan, bro. Like for real. You said that shit a mile away, bro. And I'm not even gonna go into it on what actually happened, because that's not me. It's nothing. I'm not here to paint her out to be a bad person or put her in a bad light. But Kev, only thing I'm gonna tell you is that you called it, bro, from a mile away, fam. And I'm just gonna leave that shit at that. Y'all can believe what y'all wanna believe, man.
Well, let's switch gears then, because I don't want to beat a dead horse on that one. So let's switch gears.
Let me ask you a question, Kev. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever once seen Shanice say she was jealous? Nope. Have you ever seen Olivia say she was jealous? Yep. Olivia would say it all the time on things she got jealous about. But you mean to tell me Shanice never felt jealous? Who the fuck doesn't feel jealous? If my girl look at somebody else for too long, I get jealous. What the fuck? That's a normal fucking human fucking emotion. So you mean to tell me?
I wouldn't necessarily agree with. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that.
If somebody can't tell the truth about a simple emotion, what the fuck makes you think they can tell the truth about how a relationship went? And I'm not here to sit up here and invalidate here or invalidate this. Her opinion and what she said does not reflect reality, and I stand on that shit. And if she feels otherwise, bro, I'm not trying to antagonize her. I put that challenge out there, and I'm standing on that shit. And Kev, you can be involved.
Hey, Tom, let me say this to you. Let me tell you this. Even though I proudly say that I'm Team Shanice, I took a lot of flack. I took a whole lot of flack for you around TikTok based off of how me and Rick handled the interview with you. Because people, let me tell you something. I still catch hell right now today because of how I handled that interview with you, because people felt like I let you off easy, this, that, and the other. But the way that we talk to people is the way we talk to everybody. Everybody's gonna get the same respect as anybody else, whether you male, female, whether we like you or fucking not. So I caught a lot of fucking heat for
real
you
talk.
in regards to that shit.
They want us to bring you up and cuss you out like a dog, but real men don't conduct themselves like that. That ain't how we conduct ourselves.
Here's my thing to y'all, to both of y'all, and that's why it's love. That's why I'm up here. Here's my thing to both of y'all. If y'all have seen people ask Shanice, is she jealous? And she can't even admit that shit, what the fuck makes you think she's gonna really tell the truth about a relationship, especially if it paints her out to be the bad person, or not even to be a bad person, because she's not a bad person. But what makes you, if she can't be honest about being jealous, what the fuck makes you think she can be honest about the relationship?
Let me tell you something, Sean. Let me tell you something. In regards to that, and see, with that, when it comes to that video that Shanice released, either you're gonna address what she said or shut up.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me articulate. Let me land my plane.
Go ahead.
When it comes to that video, you either acknowledge what she says and talk and have that conversation, or you don't say nothing at all. But what you did is you went to her character, you went to her mental stability, you went to her being hurt, and you attributed that what she had to say to all kind of other shit that made it look like what she said was true. You would have been better served by keeping your mouth shut.
Real talk. Not even spoke on it, because you. Sometimes silence is the best way to go. Silence the best way to go. Sometimes it doesn't say nothing at all. For judgment, for real.
Yep, that makes sense. But to me, when it's silence, it just looks guilty. And I know, like, listen, I'm all for people saying,
hey, when the police arrest you, what's the first thing they tell you? You got the right to do what?
To remain silent.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And anything you say can and what
It will be used
what
against
held
you.
against your motherfucking ass.
And that's what happened. That's what
Yeah,
happened,
but
bro.
here's the thing though. When somebody's talking about something and it's just bullshit, like it's just like, come on, bro, guys, this is bullshit, right? So the thing is, like, it's nothing to play around with because like I know the real deal, and I feel like the thing is, if y'all take y'all feelings out of it and just look at the facts, bro. Look at the facts that this girl can't even be honest about being jealous. Look at the facts of she's already talked about her own mental health. Look at the facts that the challenge is already issued. And
But
look, hold on. And
go ahead.
look at the facts of she was hurt. She felt publicly ashamed in front of millions of people. Why is it that she maybe couldn't, do something to get back?
But at one point, didn't you say you don't?
The funny thing about it, Kev, is
Hold up, Rick. Hold up, Sean.
Sean,
I don't understand what you just said. Repeat what you just said.
Kev, listen, bro. I get how you guys feel, Kev. The funny thing about this whole thing is that you called it. You literally said that the girl had a plan. You said that shit months before I did.
He said. Yeah, so
You
said
that shit for months, fam. You said it for months. And it's just like, all right. But
you know why he said that though? You know why he said that? You know why he said it though?
I was keeping something a secret.
And you know how you do that?
Hold on, real quick, Rick. Hold on. I thought you would keep it what a secret,
I was
Sean?
keeping something a secret, but I'm gonna let this shit out tonight. I'm gonna give you guys some insight onto how I was gonna actually handle this situation. I might talk about it on my live tonight.
We want to hear about it right now, goddamn. We need an exclusive.
Y'all gonna have to wait, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna have to wait for that. Cause listen, Kev, I like these conversations because they're always enlightening. I appreciate both of you guys. They're always good. I have a lot of respect for you guys. There's always love for you guys. That's why I was like, damn, bro, you want to get me banned? That's fucked up. I thought it was better than that.
Hang tight. Hold on. Let me explain a couple things. Because you brought up something else a second ago, and then you just brought that up. So give me a chance to clear the air because I've been drugged all around these TikTok streets because of your little narrow ass. So let me get some shit out. First of all, I never once said that I was gonna give your social security number out. No, did I have information that other motherfuckers didn't have? Absolutely. I still got your cell phone number right now? Do you remember me calling you while you was live?
I blocked your ass.
You the dirty son bitch too. But that's okay. I never once said that I was gonna put your social security number out there. I never once said that I was gonna put Olivia's social security number out there. And I will prank call your ass again tonight if I feel like it, so they can kiss my ass about that too. So when just like you expect people that kind of got a familiarity with you to kind of defend your motherfucking honor, when you feel like somebody's better than some shit that motherfuckers coming to you with, that you need to defend them motherfuckers too. You can't expect everybody to defend you and not throw you under the bus and everything, and you letting the motherfuckers that actually tap in with you, even if they don't. I don't even necessarily like everything that you motherfucking do, but when you see we be tapped in.
Yep. And here's the thing, Kev. When they brought it up to me on the live, what did I say? I just say, they asked me, did it offend me? I said, no, I thought it was funny.
All right, then why the fuck you bring it up?
That shit just, at the end of the day, that shit just about accountability, man. Whatever role you play in, not doing right by that one. Just own that shit, man.
Them ties are hideous.
That shit, bro. Yeah, I own that shit. It is what it is, bro.
I'm with you, but how many times I got to go to the internet and say, hey, I was a shitty leader. Hey, I was a bitch. Hey, I was this. Guys, both things could be true. Doesn't mean that I did this. I used her as a punching bag. I hit her. I did. Like, come on. Like, no, man. Like,
send that girl her $7,800, Sean.
Yeah,
she ain't got to call your phone.
Guys,
hang tight, Sean T. Adams.
Yeah.
Send that girl her $7,800. She ain't got to call your phone. She ain't got to send you no text. She ain't got to arrange a goddamn thing. Just let it be a peaceful gesture, smoothing shit out, trying to create, and just send a even if you send $1,000 a week for the next 8 weeks.
If you ain't got it out at one time, just talk to her, man. Chop it up. Look, I'm gonna get your money back. Just to have that conversation. Try to reach out to her.
Money back, bro.
She don't answer my texts or calls, bro. But listen, I got something way bigger. I got something way bigger.
You got that girl cash out.
Guys,
you got that girl cash out.
Hear me out.
You got to cash out.
I'm not gonna say this, but listen, bro. Like, like if that's what she wanted, she would talk to me about it. I have something much bigger in mind. I have something else planned. I'm not going to go into details
She
about
just
it.
wants $7,800.
So yeah, but I just think it's interesting, man. I think if people took their feelings out of it and looked at the facts, guys, when did Shanice ever tell y'all the truth about anything in our relationship?
Where did she get the rice thing from? Where would that come from? Where would she get
Yeah,
that
what the
idea?
hell that shit come? Yeah, what
Where
the
do
hell
you
that
think
shit
it would
come
come
from?
from? Where would me using her as a punching bag come from? Where would me hitting her and telling her she
No,
did?
Sean. You know what I mean by where would it come from?
Hold on. Kev, listen. Where would
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
Where would her telling me to trying to change me come from? Where would her saying that? Oh, when I would talk to her and ask her how this came from. I don't know where any of that shit came from. I have no idea. But if you walk downstairs and go talk to people who are talking to themselves, ask them where that person came from. It's not gonna make no sense.
So that shit that happened there, you didn't do that with that rice, period.
Bro, everything she said was pure cap.
So there wasn't not one thing she
Bro,
said was
not
true.
one thing.
I never once threatened her. I never once sat up there and was just like, oh, this, oh, that. I may have said things, but I never sit up here and tried to like insinuate.
So you never verbally abused her either.
Listen. Now yelling.
You know how women is now.
Guilty of. That's definitely something I'm fucking guilty of.
You know how women is because. Yeah, you know, because it ain't what you say, it's how you say it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily what you say, it's how you say it.
What about the sexual retribution? What about
I don't even know what the fuck that means. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I can tell you what it means.
What that mean?
That means that and she said sexual retribution with an audience, which means that her punishment was during a sexual activity and somebody stood and watched while you were kind of aggressive during sex. That's what that means.
I'm not gonna interpret that.
No, that's what that means. You asked what it means. I'm telling you what it means.
I'm with you, Kev. I'm not gonna like interpret that for her. I'm not gonna assume that, right? Because these are her words, right? But I think it's interesting that you're asking me about this, and you said that I shouldn't even joke about sex with
no. This is it's amazing that that's a tool of manipulation. You can't manipulate me, Sean.
I'm not trying to manipulate you, man. Just telling the truth.
That's what it feels like with that one. That would have feel. I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a buck, partner. I keep it a buck for everybody.
Too, bro. I call it like
That's to me. I feel like you trying to manipulate my way of thinking by trying to draw a correlation. The two have absolutely nothing to do with each other. One is something, an accusation that was made by somebody else during the course of a relationship, and the other one is something that I actually saw you do while you were online with another woman. So neither one of them has anything to do with it.
I don't even know what you're like asking me, but like that never happened with Shanice. Like as far as me like doing stuff to her and making somebody watch with an audience or anything like that. Now I will say I had a fantasy of fucking in Petco Park in front of 35,000 people. That's something that I told her that's a fantasy of mine once. That was it. But I don't know what she's talking about or anything like that. So
well, before you get up out of here, because I know you, because I hear you keep trying to get up off the live. So, but let me say this to you before you bounce out.
Make sure y'all tune in tonight.
Regardless of what direction you decide to go with this, the way that you deal with women is not admirable. And that's saying it in the nicest way possible. If you're going to be, you lack the charisma that it takes to cultivate the relationships necessary for what you're trying to do.
Yep.
And if you're going to be trying to court different women and get them to see your point of view in regards to polygamy and the polygamous relationship, then you're going to have to find a way to communicate with women that's approachable, that's acceptable, and that's not deplorable. Speaking about sexual indiscretions, regardless of whether you're flirting, there's a way to flirt with a woman without implying that she's giving you fellatio. You know, there's a way of flirting with women that's not implying that she's doing something. Come on now.
I agree with a lot of the things that you say, Kev. And that point right there is exactly why I'm glad that I went through what I went through. Because if this is what I needed to go through to be hated by millions of people for something that never happened, but it pushed me to become the man that I needed to be to carry out my mission, that's the most valuable. Real ones understand that adversity makes us. It doesn't fucking break us.
I'm gonna get one or two questions
Artest,
in before you bounce out. I'm a.
becomes
Did you know
Artest.
that Sunset? Did you know that Sunset was one of my mods when she came up on your live the other night?
I don't even know who Sunset is.
At the top in the
Sunset
box, the one that was in the
in the top
box.
box up there. Sunset, turn your camera on.
You remember her? When
No,
you
I don't.
when she
I
said
don't.
she's not one of them, and you were like, I know you ain't. When she was saying I'm not, you don't, cause she
I'm
asked you,
not
cause
one of your seven, Sean. I'm
you
not
remember
one of
she
your
asked you,
seven, Sean. Go ahead.
yeah,
She kept saying,
No,
"You
I
can
don't. I
drop me.
don't.
You
I
can
don't.
drop me."
I don't. I don't really. I don't remember her.
You
man,
remember her? You
hey,
go to
listen,
hell. You
you
go to
remember when she
hell.
said, do I have your permission to ask Olivia a question? That's her, the one that said that.
Every girl says that because they just try to sit up here and push some narrative. You guys can kind of think what you guys again want to think. But Kevin, this whole thing, bro, what you guys don't realize is that what you guys don't know about me is, dude, I do my best in like when my back is against the wall, bro. It does nothing but give me support for when I come out swinging. And this whole thing is gonna just make me better. That's what people don't realize. Like you guys, the haters, they motivate me so much. Because here's the thing. If I don't prove you guys wrong, you guys aren't hating. You guys are just telling the truth.
Sean, let me tell you something. When it comes to chopping it up with Kevdacomic and facts over feelings, we have been the most fair platform when it comes to you. Everybody else has been tearing your ass, been tearing you a new asshole. They've been tearing you limb from fucking limb. You know, whether you like what, yeah, I did say that everybody needs to stop going to your page and come to my watch parties and we'll just all watch it from my motherfucking page. Stop going. You goddamn right, because the way that you approached this was deplorable. The way that you responded to the video that Shanice put out was tacky. It was tasteless, and it was not manlike.
So
Wait, hang tight. Let me land my plane, and I want you
Yeah,
to
you're right. Go ahead.
respond. I think that it lacked the charisma that a man of your stature that makes that's trying to make $1 million a month and trying to see and put and promote yourself as a businessman and getting people to tap into you. The way that you talked to her and the way that you handled this situation was beneath you, and it was beneath the way any man should respond to any type of accusation to this regard. So absolutely, I did say, yeah, tap in with me and Rick when we go live, and stop going to his motherfucking page until he can sit down and have a conversation about what the fuck she's saying. And I'll say that shit again. I stand on that.
Right.
Okay. Do you feel like we
And I
had a
think, and
conversation?
listen,
Do you feel like we had a conversation today about what was said?
I think that I think that
yeah,
because at first I didn't even want to talk to you. I said on my live, I don't want to talk to Sean. Sean can't come over here. I told Rick, I said, Rick, I don't want to bring him over here, nothing. And everybody in the comments saying Sean's in the comments, Sean's in the comments. So I went ahead and brought you up because you thought the conversation was going to be like it was the last time that you were on here. That's not my energy right now.
Listen, here's my thing. Guys, uncomfortable conversations create healthy relationships. That's my motto. I love uncomfortable conversations
so
in
I'm
business
asking you,
and in life.
let me ask you a question. So going forward on your platform, when the ladies come in the box, the women, you gonna show more respect for the women?
Guys, I show a lot of respect for women. Listen. We agree. Listen, we agree
You can
to
do better though, bro.
we
I
agree.
watch you,
Hey,
bro. You can
listen,
do better though.
if you guys let me finish, if you guys
Go
let
ahead.
me
Go
finish
ahead,
what
Sean.
I'm
Go
Go
ahead.
saying,
ahead. Go ahead.
okay? So I show a lot of respect for women. Can I improve a lot? Hell yes. Am I working on it every day?
And listen,
Hell
Sean. Hey,
yes.
listen. And I
Here's the
know they
thing.
come for you. But listen, you gotta. At the end of the day, you a man, so you gotta stand. You know, you gotta have a little tough skin, bro, when it comes to,
So
especially.
how come me and you and me and Kev can have a conversation and y'all ask me
We got.
hold on.
Listen,
Y'all ask me tough questions, but
that's a certain level of respect.
and
We
here's the
gonna
thing.
give each other as men.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't really turn up until people start disrespecting my queen and be like,
I get that.
"You're a
I get
stupid.
that.
You're stupid." Now, I would love to see somebody come and call your queen a young, dumb, naive B-word. Hope she goes in hell. Tell her she's beneath hell. Tell her she's this. Tell her he's that. All for something that is literally not even true. Something that's not even true. You're hating her for something that's not even true. How would you respond to that, bro? You mean to tell me you wouldn't check that? Come on,
Nah,
man.
nah. I would listen. I'm gonna check it, but it's gonna be respectful. I always, because it's a woman. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Bro.
check I'm gonna check a dude way different than I'm gonna check a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You can say what you gotta say. It ain't what you say. It's how you say it. You dig what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
agree with you.
I get what you coming. I get what. Listen, I ain't never been under the pressure that you under. I never had thousands of people attacking me. You know what I'm saying? But what I can tell you though, I'm gonna always goddamn keep my composure, man. As a man, when I'm dealing with a woman, it's just a different way you gotta handle them.
It's just a different way.
certain way you
Hey,
gotta
Sean,
handle,
real
bro.
quick, let me get Sunset in before you get out of here. We're gonna let
Nah,
Champagne go.
I don't. Listen, man, I'm cool on that.
He remembers me.
Listen,
He remembers me,
respectfully,
Kev.
I don't want
He
to.
remembers.
No,
Hi, Sean.
I know you guys think that you guys are like so special, but I don't remember any of you guys because all you guys are like the same.
You remember me and Rick, motherfucker.
So with that being, listen, yeah, I remember y'all because you guys actually have intellectual conversation. And why is that? What's the difference? Y'all ask me everything. Is there times where you have to be like, hey, Sean, don't cut me off? Is there times where I have to be like, hey, don't cut me off? Yeah, that's a natural part of any conversation. Why is it that we can talk and answer any question, but when other people come up, it's a different
Women are different though. When women listen, you gotta understand something though, bro. You dealing with women, so hello. When women see you treat other women, they judge you based off how they see you treating other women. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, Rick.
And listen, hold on. And on our platform, you go check my shit. I'm an advocate for great women, and good men. That's all I advocate for. So I know how to deal with a woman. I know how to talk to women, and it ain't got to just be my woman. I got respect for every woman that I come in contact with. So that's the difference. You dig what I'm saying?
I have more. I feel like personally, I have more respect for most women than they have for themselves, and I think I value women more than
Sean, stop it.
Listen.
Don't do that. Yeah, you doing it again, Sean. Don't do it. See, when you say that, you can say that without belittling the women. You know what I'm saying? Say what you got to say without talking down on the woman. You dig what I'm saying? You still can get your point across.
Every time I speak my truth, y'all take it as me insulting people.
Okay,
That's my truth.
Go ahead.
How can somebody sit up
That's
here? How can somebody sit up here and say
fair.
they respect themselves when they're doing substances, when they're freaking in the club, when they're giving their body to losers, when they're supposed to be this divine spiritual temple and they're out here with every fucking human vice known to man? How the hell they gonna sit up here and say that they respect themselves? Make that make sense.
That ain't all women though. That's not all women. You got
a lot of the women that be coming up, bro, that be getting super belligerent. You know how many women come up and be like, dang, I thought this was gonna be so different. Women that come up that give respect and are respectful, bro, I give them the same respect back. Can I improve as a man on how I handle women? 1000%. I 100%
for sure. Yeah,
agree
that's
with
what I'm saying. Listen. That's the thing though. You got to worry about you. You don't worry about them if they being foolish and being disrespectful. That's on their watch. But you still got to conduct yourself a certain way as a man when you dealing with a woman. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying. They could talk about your lip. They talk about. I get that. I've seen that shit.
That don't bother me. When have you ever seen me get mad at somebody talking about my lip?
You got to control yourself, though. See, you are in front of a lot of people, and you don't open your relationship up to judgment. You open it up. When you put it on their platform, people going to have their own opinions. They're going to have their own perspective of what you know what I'm saying? What they see is what they're going to judge you off of.
Here's my thing, and you're right. Here's my thing. People get up there and disrespect my woman. That's the thing that I don't get. They be like,
hey, on some real shit, y'all. He got a point.
Nah, that's real talk. I stand you right. We had a live. Me and Kev had a live about that shit.
Let me say this.
So I agree with that
shit. And for all the hate that I get for disrespecting women, bro, you can't pull a single clip of me calling a girl a B word, the H word, out her name, or cussing her out. You can't pull a single clip. But they didn't got up here and called me and my queen every single name in the book. But because
I went you on that disrespecting Olivia part, cause we had a live 2 or 3 hours talking about that shit. I think that is completely wrong. That shit out of pocket, not acceptable at all. I agree with that though. 100% with that
that's
shit.
why I said, Sean.
100%.
You know, look, right now, you know, I still got questions and stuff in regards to this to Shanice's video, and I still have my own personal opinion. But with that, in your famous words, with that being said, we probably, me and Rick, Facts Over Feelings, Chop It Up with Kevdacomic, once again has probably been the most fair platform when it comes to y'all.
Hey Kev, can I just say real quick? I just want to say real quick.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on, Kev.
When I went into his box, I never disrespected him. I never called him a name. I never called Olivia a name. I was never disrespectful. So I have seen that happen on his platform, but I didn't use one curse word. I did not disrespect him or
you did. Yeah, I watched that live. You didn't talk about it
at all. Not one time.
That's
not
true,
one
Sean.
time.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
She asked her question, Sean, but she was fair. She asked her question, but she was fair.
Let me get this straight. You guys, just same thing she's saying. Guys, I have never called somebody out their name a single time since I've been up here. And I've been getting attacked for what, 6 months now? You get a single clip of me calling a woman out her name. So here's my
let me ask you a question.
Just like you guys, hold on, Kev.
No,
Just
go
like
ahead.
Just like you guys are saying that I'm so disrespectful, like there's multiple forms of disrespect. With that being said, Kev, all I'm gonna tell you is this, bro. I wish that I could tell you honestly the truth. Cause I have
you got my number.
But no, I can't, man. And I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to pay anybody out to be in a bad light. But I'm gonna say this, bro. If somebody has a hard time admitting their own feelings of jealousy, never once have you guys ever seen Shanice say anything vulnerable. And then she just comes out with this. And if you look at all the facts, the fact that millions of people are hitting her up saying, you're an abuser, you're a groomer, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Kevin, you even called it yourself that she had a plan. She even talks about mental health on her own page. Like if you look at everything, you mean to tell me it's like, wow. You mean to tell me quite possibly, maybe it's not true. Maybe she wanted revenge. Bro,
you never was a street guy, were you? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being really for real.
No, I was not a gangster. No.
See, I grew up in the streets. Rick grew up in the streets. We were, way before the comedy, way before TikTok and social media. We grew up in the streets, and growing up in the streets, one of the things that subtlety is the best response. No response oftentimes is the best. You never let nobody know what your next move is going to be, and you always move in silence. So when you're faced, one of your biggest problem is you don't know how to handle adversity. You look. You can say you do all you fucking want to. Look, the proof is in the pudding. Anytime that there has been controversy to come out surrounding you, and sometimes no matter what it is, you have not navigated it well. As a matter of fact, you made it worse before it even started to dissipate. You're not a people person in regards to communication. You're not an effective communicator when it comes to expressing how you feel and getting your point across without being adversarial.
I agree with that, but I'm not there to be liked. I'm there to speak the truth. I don't.
That's not the point.
I don't care about being. Listen, guys, I do not give a single. I don't give a flying fuck on an airplane during an orgy about being liked. Like I literally do not care to be liked. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. I'm just here to speak the truth. That's it. And the truth sounds crazy in a world full of lies. In this clown world that we live in, where people have to ignore their eyes and be told that, like, oh, this virus, you got to sit inside, you got to shut your business down, you got to do this, you got to do that, bro. Like for the common code, please stop.
Okay, you're a smart businessman. One of the biggest reasons why a lot of companies go under. Tell me one of the biggest reasons why a lot of companies go under, Sean.
I feel like they don't evolve, they don't change.
Nope.
What's up?
Bad customer service.
Real talk. So you got to be a likable person. Service. If you're a business person, you got to be a likable. Your character will walk you in rooms that money can't even put you in. So you got to be liked. I don't get that part about you saying you don't.
You got to be liked.
Listen, guys, that's exactly my point. There's rooms I'll never be able to walk in over something that's not even true. That was taken from me, and there's nothing that I can say. Listen, guys, listen. On
the flip side of that, Sean, because you're a smart motherfucker. You're smart, but you ain't no dumb motherfucker. Oftentimes, your reputation will arrive in a room way before you get there.
Which is exactly
your reputation will arrive in a room well before you get there. And so you have to be. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. But I do give a shit about what I do that gives people their impression of me, because my reputation is going to arrive in a room way before I even get there.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Listen,
so
man.
you always have to be proactive as to how people see I run a business. I run a profitable business. You ain't never heard me say nothing about my business because I know how TikTok is. But if you Google me, I guarantee you'll see I got a 5-star rating on Google. I know how to run a business, and the first thing people do, because people gonna Google your ass. They Google my ugly ass all the goddamn time. And you know the first thing they do? They looking to see what your reviews are. And when they looking for your reviews, they looking for customer service and how you treat people that do business.
But see,
with
here's
you.
the thing, though: the people on TikTok are not necessarily my customers, bro. I haven't.
But those are the ones. You're trying to make them your customers.
Not really.
If you wasn't, you wouldn't be saying DM me no game.
You advertise the front end on, you advertise to them, bro. At night. That's what you say. Get witness.
You're talking to 2 grown men up in this motherfucker. You can't tell that shit to me.
You
can't tell that shit to me.
Free game. You say that every night, so you advertising to them, bro.
I have not said a free game thing in like a long time. Like
I don't give a damn if you ain't said it since last year. Did you say it? Did you say it?
Listen, guys, I appreciate the opinions. Kev, you had this was very empowering, and I'm gonna give my side of this thing tonight. So, and I'm gonna have the truth actually come out. You convinced me.
We're gonna have a watch party.
You actually convinced me.
Believe me, they gonna be tapped in with your boy tonight.
We're gonna tap
in. People in here, please make sure y'all send your boy a follow. Tap in. We're gonna do a watch party. We're gonna catch Sean and all that. We're gonna see we're gonna catch the breaking news. Y'all ain't gotta be throwing gifts. Y'all ain't gotta be doing it. Y'all ain't gotta subscribe or none of that shit. But at least follow the page, man. My man Rick Ricardimus is my co-host. Please make sure y'all follow me and Rick, because I don't know which we might be going live from his page tonight. So make sure y'all follow Rick as well. And we're gonna do a whole watch party, and we're gonna tap in with Sean, and we're gonna see what Sean got to say tonight.
Yeah, Kev, I just want to leave it at this, man. I think it's crazy that you call Shanice having a plan from months ago before I even, saw or discovered anything. And then when this whole thing comes out, you don't at least give it 1% like, damn, maybe this was her plan all along type shit.
Because I'm trying to be, I'm trying not to be partial.
Yeah, but Ken called that based off the affection that you were showing Olivia in her face, and like really just, having your back to her, kissing on Olivia. You weren't really showing her same attention. I don't know what was going on. That ain't my business because I don't live with y'all. But the times I watched it, you was all over Olivia.
I can tell you exactly what happened. I can tell you exactly what happened. I was not being a good leader. She did not feel
so Kel seen that. That's what Kel called it. That's why he called that shit out.
Comfortable talking to me, and she kept a lot of things that she felt inside in her head. And the thing is this, man, like I said, women experience a problem and then they start to think that they get disappointed and they think that problem is permanent. Hence why
do you think if Olivia wasn't there, Shanice would still be there?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Keep it real, bro.
I do not know, because I don't think that I could have grown with Shanice. I don't think she allowed me to grow. Like, I don't think she was an asset to like my growth. Like, I think this now in doing this, the funny thing, man, spiritually pushing me to greatness, like keeping me out of like my comfort zone. But you know what's so funny is that there's no comfort in growth, and growth doesn't occur in a comfort zone. Millions of people hitting you up with death threats, thousands of death threats is very uncomfortable. But it's gonna push me to another level of fucking greatness. I'm telling you guys.
This is no shade at, because your ex. I've seen a few of your ex-girlfriends. I've seen a few of your ex-girlfriends, and you pick some pretty lookers. You pick some lookers.
What can I say?
But by far, Shanice was the cream of the crop.
Cap. That's cap. I'm sorry, bro. That's cap.
I'm talking about the ones that I've seen. I ain't seen them all.
Maybe the ones you've seen. I don't want to go into the comparison game, but if you list all the attributes about Olivia and you list Shanice, I just don't even think it's a comparison. Olivia just does not show off like other people. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't even think it's close.
One more question.
I don't even think it's close at every single person.
Can I ask one question?
No. We ain't got no, because he cut Sunset off and he didn't want to hear shit she had to say. I think he just want to talk to the fellas right now. Just no. Okay, this is what I wanted, because I said I was going to ask you this. Okay, because it seems like when Olivia is trying to be affectionate towards you, especially when y'all come live, that you're a bit off put by her. That you're almost like turned off. She'll go to kiss you, and you'll turn your Sean, just hang tight a tick or two. Hang tight a tick or two. You'll turn your head. There's been times that she, has went to hug you, and you acted like you were. There's been plenty of times that everybody has seen that, and I'm starting to feel like you don't like to kiss her because her eczema is a turnoff to you. Does that have any validity?
You said I don't like to kiss her because what?
Because of her eczema.
No, that has nothing to do with nothing. We kiss all the time. I'm a very affectionate person.
Yeah, I'm just because we not
So,
just me. We
I
all
want
see
to
this.
I want to ask you one too, bro. Do you and Olivia have a social life outside each other? Do you like got buddies that you
Yeah,
kick it with?
she has her own friends, guys. There's not a lot of people that I hang out with because right now I'm in like grind mode. Like we're grinding. Like right now we're working. Like we're up at 3:30 in the morning. We hit the gym. We grind for freaking 12 hours a day, and then we go on live and go to sleep. Like it's kind of hard to have a social life when you do that. Do we pop out every once in a while? Sure, but guys, we're trying to grind, and by try I mean like like we want to crush it every day. Like that's just what we want to do.
Why do y'all vacillate from TikTok to
Instagram.
Instagram?
Oh, because sometimes TikTok is just very sensitive, bro. So I just don't like to risk it. And like they changed the guidelines, so now they be like trying to get rid of people like quick. Like it's not like a one-day thing. So it's just that's all. And then you also have different people. Some people, we got a lot of requests to go live on Instagram as well.
But really, what it is all it is the people from TikTok that are going over there to your Instagram. It's not a new audience. It's not a new audience.
Yeah, I'm with you, but some of them, and we got requests to go live on Instagram as well for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because you can ask questions. I don't know, but we got a lot of requests, so it's just like I was like, okay, we can do that too.
Okay, and to these ties, can you please stop with the goddamn ties? The reflection on them motherfuckers be blind. They be blinding everybody to fucking death. The sun be coming through the back through the window and shit. We can't see a goddamn thing. And they ugly as a motherfucker. You got every color in the goddamn rainbow, and we hate all of them.
Man, they was cool enough to give me here, bro. So
you ain't got no Paisley ties. You ain't got no striped ties. You ain't got no Snoopy ties.
Hey, where you get them motherfuckers at, Sean? Where you order them motherfuckers at?
Listen, man. Listen, I thought y'all hated them. Now y'all trying to.
Nah, I'm just. Hey, come on, man.
I need to make sure I'm not shopping with them motherfuckers.
Kev, I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Kev.
What
you think about that whole? What you think about that whole situation, Shanice and old girl?
I thought it was very clever because I did. I thought it was very clever. I thought it because it would create a lot of innuendo. It would create a lot of conversation, a lot of what's going on. And yeah. I knew it would make you 38 motherfucking hot. I knew because you thought you blocked them.
So you don't feel no type of way about that shit,
so I didn't feel, bro.
You don't feel no type of way about that shit.
To be honest with you, if I felt some type of way, disappointed. But
what you mean? Hold on. No, I ain't no but. What you mean disappointed, Sean? What disappointed you about it?
Yeah, keep it a brick, man. Keep that shit. You keep that shit 100, man. Facts over feeling.
I keep it 100, but I also don't attack people's like character. So like,
man, listen.
Stop.
It ain't no attack, bro. Like when you speaking truth, it ain't no attack.
Ain't nothing slick to a can of motherfucking oil.
Ain't no attack.
All I'm asking is what was disappointing? What was disappointing?
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that. My thing was, it didn't make me mad at all. Like I was just like, I didn't even know about it because I got a bunch of messages of people clipping it up and sending it to me. Cause I actually went to unfollow Shanice and I unfollowed her on Instagram. Follow her on TikTok, so I don't really like check her social media like that. Like her last post on Instagram, I commented a dove, which stands for peace, reconciliation, and forgiveness. And I was like, hey, you go do your thing, be free, be happy.
Hey, so why you turn your comments off on Instagram, bro? Why you always turn the comments off? You don't want them talking over there?
Sometimes they distract me, and to be honest, it's just better. It lets me focus on like the conversation. I'll probably turn them back on eventually.
So how did it make you feel? So how do you feel about the fact that you know, when you saw that she was on there with Nina and how they met on y'all's live during one of y'all's live? What did you feel about that?
Knowing Shanice, that just does not surprise me.
So you think they had something going? You think they had something going? Or you think?
I personally, this is what I think. I think that Shanice is a great girl. I think she has people-pleasing tendencies, like she said in her video. I'm not attacking her. I'm just repeating what she said in her own video. And I think it's just about who she wants to please. And I think this whole thing, that video, was not her idea. I think social media pushed her to do that. And the stuff she said in that video, I think social media pushed her to do that.
Because Nina described herself as Mrs. Take Your Girl, Sean. That's what she said.
Here's the thing though. Like, let's be real, fellas.
I'm being messy in the motherfucker right now. But
let's be real. One, can a guy ever really be jealous of a girl that like I don't even know what they're doing. I have no idea if they're friends. Maybe they were just connected. I don't know. But let's be honest. Like, if somebody can steal your girl, it was never your girl. And judging based off of everything that I know in this
don't facts right there. No. I say that. That shit I say though, because when you can't take what's mine, so I say shit like that. I stand on that type of shit. But
if somebody steals my girl, they're doing me a favor. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna be the first girl I'm gonna lose. Like, I plan on talking to the most beautiful, powerful in the world. Freaking Drake in this girl's DMs. There's gonna be fucking Trey Songz in the DMs. There's gonna be NBA players in the DMs. There's gonna be Michael B. Jordan trying to talk to some of the girls that I'm going after. So, like, guys, it comes with the territory.
But you can honestly say it don't. You ain't mad about that shit. How it played out. You ain't mad.
Not at all.
You have no regrets. Okay.
No. How can I be mad? Why would I be mad? Like, anger to me comes from when you have an expectation. And like the thing with Shanice after that video that she dropped, there's nothing that she could do that would ever surprise me, bro. Like, nothing.
Well, in regard, and let me say this. You know, I know you get ready to wrap it up, so let me say this in regards to that, and I want to be clear. You know, I hear what you're saying, but whether the stories have the same details or not, I do think that Shanice there's some validity in the story that she's telling. Whether they're to the magnitude, I don't know the details behind it. But anytime a woman speaks out in regards to her experiences with a man, you have to give credence to her experience. And I've shared this before, and I share it again because it's a part of my own healing. It's a part of my own self-recognition and growth and accountability. I was married for over 13 years. Met my ex-wife when she was 19. I was 23, and we were together. Still love her to pieces to this day. And I will bust you upside your head about her. But one of the things that I can say that I regret the most is that she's able to say that sometime in our marriage that it got physical. Whether I pulled her hair, whether I ripped her shirt, where I think of you that when you broke it down to where she didn't have any broken arms, broken legs, she didn't have any black eyes, this, that, and the other. But that doesn't. That's not just the litmus test for abuse.
Yeah, for sure.
If you touch a woman in an aggressive way, you have sex with her in an aggressive way. You pull her hair, you grab her purse and you yank her purse. It doesn't. If you yell at her to the point to where she starts crying, if you destroy her self-esteem, all of that shit is abuse, Sean.
I see you, Quinn. What's up, man?
And I'm getting ready to land my plane. All of that shit is fucking abuse. And men don't get to determine what women see as abuse, because oftentimes we are the ones that are the abuser. And anytime a woman that I'm with, whether I feel like their story matches my recollection or not, I have to acknowledge her experience as to not dismiss it. And whether I don't know what happened between y'all. I wasn't there. No, none of us was there. There's 11,000 people in here right now. No, none of us were there, so we can't give an account for what happened.
Yes.
But what I will say as a man who has daughters and women that I date, a girlfriend right now, that what I regret the most in my life is that my ex-wife is able to say that at some point our relationship became physical.
Yep.
And there's no way that Shanice is coming up with these type of stories, and there's not some history behind it, regardless of what the recollections are. So as a man, I think
it may not be to that degree, but something that took place.
It would serve you well as a man. It would serve you well as a man to acknowledge where she's coming from and acknowledge the people that are Christian. You show. Wait, hang tight. I'm landing my plane right now.
I know.
You show. Oftentimes, you show no remorse or contrition, or that you're even contrite about anything that happened that she's even accusing you of, which totally dismisses her experience, and that's my problem with it all. Because I think that she does have some credence in her story.
I will say this. I agree with a lot of the things that you're saying, Kev. And that's why I always say that, hey, man, like, I'm not here to invalidate her story or her opinion. I just don't agree with it. That's it. So one thing I can say is I could have been more, like, empathetic, but I just want to give my side of it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do tonight. And I'm going to say something tonight that's like so big that it's gonna shock you guys. Because when and maybe it's just a bad way of me going about it, but when I say, hey, I'm not invalidating her opinion or calling her a liar, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm also saying that, hey, like, when people are highly emotional, they may look at things in a different perspective than what was like actually like happened. I mean, think about it. People get hungry, and think about how irritated they get just by being hungry. Like, I don't know if y'all women or anything, like, I've been around women where they get hungry. Oh, every little thing pisses them off. Everything pisses them off. They're pissed at everything. So it's just like, if being hungry can like affect the way you perceive things, you mean you don't think that being broken to your core can affect the way that you view things, especially when you bottle it up all inside and you've been bottling it up for like months? So that's the only thing that I was saying. That's it. I agree with you, Kev.
So,
like, it's a lot.
Hey, did you ever apologize to her for what you have done?
Dude,
what you have admitted to?
I shed so many tears.
That's a great question. That's a fair question,
guys. Why do you guys think I wasn't live for 2 weeks, guys? I shed so many tears for that.
I ain't talking about. No, I ain't talking about. I understand you went through something because it affected, the dynamic of your relationship.
That's a fair question, Sean. That's a fair question.
I'm just saying. You say you didn't do the rights. You ain't put your. I get that. But have you apologized for the damage that you have caused to her?
Yeah, 100%. Like a lot of times.
Okay.
So before if Shanice is watching right now, if Shanice, because we got 11,000 motherfucker ones in here. If you had a chance to speak to Shanice right now, and Shanice was in here right now, what would you say to her?
I'm going to say I'm going to answer this question on live tonight, and that's why I told you guys I'm going to say my version of the truth and say my statement, and I'm just going to put this thing to bed. And like I said, you might be a little surprised. So with that being said, I'm going to be doing that literally tonight. So that'll be that. As far as Shanice being here, I think she's over the situation. And Shanice is a great person. I have nothing bad to say about her. But I do mean this, guys. Mental health is very real. Like, it's very fucking real. And like, I'm just praying for her, and I hope she finds healing, and I hope she finds like peace. Like to be honest, it's no bad blood. If I saw her on the streets, I'd be like, "Yo, what up?" I'm not.
Wait, am I in this live right now?
No. Oh my gosh.
Not no more.
Please mute her.
Oh my God, sorry y'all. I do not even know how I got in here.
Can we just mute her, please?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
God. So that's pretty much that. So I'll be answering that tonight.
Sean, I appreciate you taking some time, man. You didn't have to come up here. You did, and like I said at the beginning, at first I wasn't even interested in the conversation, but it is what it is. But we'll see what you got to say tonight.
Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate it. Peace.
All right,
no doubt. Hey, man, and I don't appreciate you saying you wasn't bringing me up tonight neither, you bastard.
Your ass stupid, man.
Yeah, baffled.
Well,
That shit crazy though. You just gotta goddamn work on yourself, man. Become a better person, bro. You gotta start moving different, dog. It's gonna be hard to come back. It's gonna make it hard to come. It's hard to come back from that shit though. It's gonna be hard, boy. Cause them folks on
He
his ass.
showed who he was as soon as that. Now, I'm not saying what the girl did was right, but as soon as that girl came on, made the mistake, I'm sorry, I'm here. Sean showed us in the last 3 seconds who he really is and what he thinks of women.
do you know her from? I just had one question for him. He said that Olivia is a better woman for him and that she pushed him to growth. I wanted him to explain that. How did she push you to growth? Make the followers see that she's actually a good woman. Make the followers see that, because right now she makes it hard.
And not just that, but it was just a couple months ago where somebody asked, hey, you're going to have 7 women with Olivia and Shanice. If something were to happen to you, who would be in charge of taking care of you and making,
See, them women, them the question women ask. That shit was the first shit.
But he said Shanice. He said Shanice. He didn't say Olivia.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of damn bit about his life insurance policy.
Laugh.
Kevin, Rick, hey, panel.
Hey, Laugh. I also wanted to know, because he said, he yelled at one, he may have done that. He keeps saying that Shanice said she's a punching bag, but I think she meant you used your words as a punch. I don't think you could have been yelling at her and taking that out on her. That's a punching bag with your words.
Your mic going in and out.
Man, I'm over here sitting still. I'm over here fucked up after this live, man. I'm over here shit. I ain't ate shit. You know that ain't like me to be chewing and shit. I've been on this motherfucker, man, the motherfucker. Y'all ain't call him muscle free not one time. Y'all, that I'm in the comments say, man, that man is a liar.
Facts.
Somebody say, why you always turn the comments off? I didn't turn the comments off. I turned it on subscriptions only. If you want to be in the comments, subscribe to the motherfucker.
Subscribers too at 139. Thank you.
You could have easily got into the motherfucking comments. Shit, I did that shit on purpose. Hell wrong with you? I'm a content creator. Hold up, y'all. Hang tight a second.
This a pay-per-view.
Hang tight, y'all. I'm a damn content creator. Me and Rick, look here. Look, we got 8,000 people in here right now. We probably going live from Rick page tonight with the watch party. So please make sure y'all follow the host and the co-host. Ricardo is my co-host, man. Do your boy solid and send your boy a follow. Y'all see, we be having the top interviews. Hopefully we're gonna get Shanice over here and Shanice be able to come up here and chop it up with everybody, man. And you see, we had Sean, we had Nina the other night. And look, we are the popping platform. Don't believe what everybody tell y'all about me, man. Except for the teeth. When they talk about my teeth, they be telling the truth. But other than that, they lying on me, y'all.
1 million, Kel. Congratulations. 1 million. 1 million. Congrats.
I don't go nowhere without Rick, y'all. So
everybody follow you. Everybody ain't follow. Y'all tap in, man, to follow this shit.
Rick, say, y'all, you know what, Kev? You don't never let me up on this motherfucker so I could just tell him a couple of things about himself.
I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was motherfucking doing.
I wasn't going to be mean, but he a liar. Like, he just be lying.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Get somebody else to do it. Don't worry about it.
Can I say something real quick?
He gonna fuck up and let me on that motherfucker, and it's gonna be over.
Okay,
we do got a live goal, y'all. Please tap into the live goal. We need about 8 more people to tap in on the live goal, y'all. Please tap in on the live goal. Do your boy solid, and make sure y'all follow my man Rick, man. Please follow my man Rick, because we probably going live with the watch party on his page tonight, y'all. So make sure y'all tap in with Rick. Make sure y'all follow his page, man. Do your boy solid.
I have to put my notifications on.
You ain't gonna tap in with iHeart. You ain't gonna tap in with iHeart.
Follow the mods too.
I heard too. Y'all go ahead and follow her too. Go ahead, follow her.
Yeah, what I don't understand is why is it when Sean talks
They
to
say
a man,
Shanice in the chat.
Hold up, everybody talking at one time. We can't hear everybody. Rick, control your live.
I want to say thank you for letting me up. This is the first time I'm up here. I'm always watching you. And what I don't understand about
cousin in the
Sean,
they say cousin in the chat. Sorry to cut you off, sweetie. They say cousin
Where's
in the chat.
cousin Shanice? Hey, where niece at? Where my niece at? Where my niece at? Hey, niece, did you just see Sean in here? Sean just left, niece. Did you see him in here? Where's Shanice at? I don't see my niece in here. Y'all stop lying on my niece. Stop like y'all better call her cousin Shanice. That's cousin Shanice when she come in here. You don't be calling her Shanice. That's cousin Shanice.
Cousin is in here. She just made a comment. She is in
I
here.
think she is in here now. She ain't gonna come on the. She ain't gonna come to the platform. They say add her.
Stop
She ain't gonna
asking
come
her
up
to
here,
come.
y'all.
Leave my niece alone. Leave my niece alone.
hey,
Y'all
cousin,
stop harassing my niece and everything.
you just missed the
Shanice,
shit
Uncle
show.
Ben bitch ass was in here. I tried to get up here to get at him, but Kev don't never let me.
Shanice, Sean just left out of here. Shanice, did you see Sean in here, Shanice? Everybody stop commenting. I'm going to turn the comments off on y'all. Damn, she's not a subscriber. Shanice, subscribe to my shit so I can put it on subscribers only. Shit. Y'all shit.
Change that shit. That's why you lying.
Somebody said Kev too nice. No, Kev ain't. What the fuck did y'all want me to do? I was in Sean's ass. What did y'all want me to fucking do?
That's what I don't
definitely went too nice. Definitely went too nice. Definitely went too nice.
You get in his ass, and then he start looking like a little girl on punishment. He never sits there and freaking gives the same energy to a man that he does a female. So weird.
Y'all should learn from last time, man. Y'all listen. We're not no female, so we're not gonna be up here scraping and scratching and doing all that shit that y'all do. Now we grown men, dog. We need to act like that, though.
Shanice said someone asked her to come to your platform. Shanice said that in the comments, so I'm guessing they told her that he was over here on live lying.
I'm trying
That's
to
all
see.
he
I
do
don't
is
see
lie.
these
That's all he
damn
can do
comments
is
coming
lie.
through so goddamn fast. I can't find her shit.
Somebody said, what that mean? That mean that we're not gonna we're not talking out our feelings and shit. We're not in our feelings when we talking to him. That's what that mean. Like we're not
Rick,
gonna call
somebody
about his name. We
said,
ain't gonna talk about his lip. We ain't gonna talk about his haircut. That ain't what real men don't conduct themselves like that. Period.
I did talk about them ugly ass ties though, Slab.
He sure did.
But
I
ain't
got
nobody.
you on that one. Yeah.
We
You
look like
did get
talking
him
about
on
this man
time.
physical appearance. But what real man do that, man? Nobody finna talk about this man lip and
It's
haircut
not
and
even
shit. That
about
ain't that
that.
important to me.
That's a fucked up ass hairline. That's a fucked up ass
Stop telling me
hairline.
to
He
ask
he
Let
look
the
like
women
a
do it. That's
10-year-old
why you let
fella.
the women do it. You let the women do that. Men don't do that. Real men do not do that shit. I don't find I don't get
That
no
nigga
nothing
say he
from that shit.
compete with
Tell
Michael B.
another man down to
Jordan.
make myself look good. That ain't how men move at all.
Rick, somebody said, but
Stop
you
But how you
called
stop
gonna
him
telling me
compete
to
with Michael
bro.
ask
B.
Shanice.
Jordan?
Shanice ain't sent me damn request to come up on this motherfucker. Look, Shanice is always in our comments. So is she fine in the comments? If she want to come up, she'll send a request. And I'll this motherfucker except for Rick. Now, if Shanice want to come up here, everybody got to go except Rick. Appreciate you, teacher. Come through on the live though. 6,000
You better not
motherfuckers
drop
in here.
me.
Better not drop me. I don't even say nothing.
So you just
You
gonna
better
throw
not
us
drop
away?
me.
Shanice.
You just gonna throw us
First time
away?
here.
Rick,
So somebody said Shanice asked, what did he
Oh
say?
God, here they
Shanice,
go.
A bunch
I'm
of
sure
lies.
Flip this
they
bunch
was
of
motherfucker.
screen.
Somebody
bullshit,
flip.
Shanice. A bunch of
Shanice
You
need
gonna
to
see
come
He
the
said a bunch of
on
fucking
in the
lies.
room.
you gonna see the screen
Hey, can
record,
y'all moms
Shanice.
get back on y'all
Flip's gonna
job,
be out
please?
there, most definitely.
Shanice, he said that nothing you said was true.
That's what he said. He damn
That
sure said that.
motherfucker said nothing you said in that letter was true.
And now he trying to
Why
paint you
would a
as
woman lie
jealous.
about being
Because you are
I
abused?
want to
jealous.
push his
Like,
ass down so bad. I want to push him down to where his legs fly in the air.
I want to
calm
put a
down,
pillow
left.
over
Let
his
my
Kevin
head.
dog just
says,
beat him up.
I'm not saying she's lying, but listen to my side. She's lying. What
Nah,
the
for
fuck
real.
is that?
What
That's
woman
what
And
would
the
lie
crack
caption
about
can't
said.
talk to
abuse?
themselves.
I don't understand what woman would lie about being abused or being raped. Like she said you was making her have sex and
Forward.
having people watching. Like who?
Them
Now,
his
Like
Shanice,
Jordan ass.
I will say this. After we talked to him and he said he was on here for about an hour or so. And at the end of that shit, I told him, I said, I think you telling the damn lie.
And
I think
Kev
you
told him
telling
to
the damn
cash up
lie.
you your
And
man.
Shanice, I think what some of the shit Shanice was saying, pretty much most of that shit is true. And
it
I
is.
told his ass he was telling the goddamn lie.
And Kev, you
He not
told
gonna
him to
condone. He not gonna admit to
send
that.
her goddamn money.
Hey, Shanice, I told him to send you your
that money.
motherfucking money too.
Yeah, we told him to send that money. Yeah, we never told him to send that. He said you don't really care about it like that because you ain't reached out to him about that shit, so you ain't really pressed about the money. That's what he said, basically. He ain't pressed about it.
Hey, niece, I told him to send you your motherfucking money back.
He just got 29,000 a day.
He watching them motherfucker now. Sean go white. He watching them motherfucker now. He be tapped in.
Sean
made
watching this motherfucker
29,000 a day, y'all. He said last night he was gonna make 29,000 a day, so he need to send her money.
Sean watching this motherfucker growling at the screen.
He's gonna pay her those ugly ass ties.
They're talking
Somebody said Karen switched up on you. You telling a goddamn lie. Y'all some haters.
Man, I wouldn't even let that shit, bro. I wouldn't even respond to that shit, bro.
Hold on. Kev did not switch up on that girl at all.
Damn,
he said he was team Shanice, and that pissed him off.
That's right.
But at one point in time in that conversation, Kev, you did something, and that motherfucking 4-1 went to twitching. I said, "Is he okay?"
Say, for real, he had a little.
He went to twitching so bad, went to shaking that head, trying to shake whatever you had put on him off. That boy went to twitching. I said, something ain't right. Is
that
he okay?
motherfucker, he had a total recall moment. I was like, what? That motherfucker.
Picking up random cups, drinking water, pacing the floor.
Staring at the world.
He said he got some tea tonight that he gonna drop. He said everybody need to tune in. We gonna have a watch party over here. We gonna pop some popcorn and we gonna get some liquor.
Kev, what the fuck you gonna do with that popcorn?
Yeah, hey, I ain't got no tea for it to get stuck into, so you can kiss my ass.
Oh my God! You know what, Kev? Not today, Kev. Not today. It's not the tea face. No, Kev. Take that back.
Hell no.
It's me.
They got that damn seasoning popcorn. Okay, you be out with that damn seasoning popcorn.
I'm just trying to say, I mashed that popcorn on right on now.
You better go get that Chester Cheetos, that soft pop where you just put it in your mouth.
She can't come in. I thought Kel had that shit on sub on.
No, it's on.
I took it off when Sean got out because I knew everybody wanted to say the people that had something to say bad enough, they'd have paid for it. You pay for a movie ticket, motherfuckers. You got to pay for that subscription.
And this is a show right here, baby. I tell you, this is a show. This is one for the book.
As soon as he got on, I said subs only because I knew I was subscribed already. Sub it only. Sub it only. Read my comments.
I beat your ass to it.
Hey, let's Slim up. You got something to say?
Motherfuckers was subbing left and right to cuss him out.
I know somebody screen recorded this motherfucker, so
Shanice said him and his queen need to take a polygraph.
Oh shit!
Hold on.
We just said last night she didn't know about the right.
To ask him about the polygraph shit. Fuck, I forgot to ask him.
Hey, Cam, you already said he'll let you be a part of it when he take the 10. He'll take the 10, and you can host the motherfucker. That's what he said.
That polygraph shit don't be 100 all the time.
He just wants to shoot his face talking about we can take the test together.
Growling when you ask the first question.
You know what I believe? I think that he is such a narcissist that he believes he can pass it.
They said she need come in, but we can't see that shit. Everybody typing, man. That shit going by so goddamn fast.
Jumping like a motherfucker.
Just because he believes what he's saying is the truth.
That needle gonna be jumping like a motherfucker with them Teen George.
The Richter scale his shit gonna fly all off the thing. The needle gonna fly clean off the page when he start. Very deceptive.
He said he letting the cat out the bag tonight, though. He letting the cat out the bag tonight.
He damn sure did. I forgot to ask him about that. God damn it, I forgot to.
Let the cat out the bag. What he
finna put
You know he ain't gonna have nothing new to say. That was
he
just
doing it to try to get his views back.
Over there.
Yeah, he said he got motherfucking tea.
He came into
Kev, he need to let you go on his live. He don't never want to let you come on.
He ain't have nothing new to say.
Shanice done already let the cat out the bag, and he fucked up about it.
He sure did.
That's the problem.
Kev, you need to.
I'm gonna inbox you, Shanice. I got something I need to tell you, Shanice. I'm gonna inbox you, niece. I ain't gonna talk to you on live. I'm gonna inbox.
Shanice responded and said, she said, why the F would she contact Sean? He knows her Zelle, and he told her he would pay her back.
So Shanice, do you want your money? Oh, so okay, all right.
So
So she do
if
want her
Sean
damn money
told her
back.
he would pay her back, it shouldn't. Shanice should
And
not have to reach out to
wait,
him.
I actually told him that. I said, look, I
Just
said,
send
Sean,
it.
just get. I said, just get it. You don't need her to text you. You don't need her to inbox you. You don't need her to reach out to you or nothing. You got that girl Cash App. You got her Zelle. Just send that girl her money back.
It's not
Just
about
send her
if
her money back.
Shanice wants her money back. It's if Sean wants to send it.
If he
Acting
Sean
like
wants
he
to
wants
see
to send
Shanice
it, just
face.
send it. She doesn't need to ask you for
He
it. When
don't
you
have
told
to
her,
send.
I will pay you back, that's what like.
That means when you tell me I'm gonna pay you back, well, look here. When it comes to $7,800, I want my motherfucking money back.
So
Especially if
y'all
that was
get
her
Laguna
savings.
up out of her because
Right.
he
Ain't
keep
no,
talking
don't
that
worry about it.
bullshit.
That boy say that's not a lot of money. $7,800 is nothing compared to what he gives away. So
What?
basically, he's trying to say it should mean nothing to her.
Give me my
Slim asking to
motherfucking
come
money
up.
back. That's what you do.
You hear
Well,
me?
I want to
Slim
know because
asking,
he
can he
talked
come
about
up?
he got that investment
Yeah, Slim
that
trying to
they
come up.
all invested in. Does she get her? Did she get a portion of that 7,500 every month that come in since
Nope.
she invested in that?
Nope.
Don't nobody ask that
Nope.
question.
Because
I
he
want to
kicked out the account. He kicked out the joint account. The $3,000
See them
she invested in that,
comments
he
go
took
so
that.
goddamn fast. I can't see shit.
For real.
And wasn't her name tied to a lot of the stuff that he had in dealings and investments and stuff? Like, if that was all true, you know he would be mad as hell.
We don't even have to worry about the what ifs. We got so much shit that we know for a fact because we've been
Come
watching
on
this shit
now.
like the good times. We don't really even have to talk about the what ifs.
Man, what's
This
up, Big Slim?
fool just got up here and straight
Yeah,
lied
Big
and
Slim trying
said
to come up here, Slim.
everything.
Kill.
Huh?
He been trying to come up.
Man, that man said everything Shanice wrote in that letter was a lie. Yeah,
And
Just
then
like he
tried to
allowed.
flip it and say, Kev called it. She had a plan. Yeah, any DV victim makes a plan. But this is how you know she didn't have a plan like he's saying. The first thing Shanice said
You
in
heard
her letter
Slim trying to
was,
come up here.
Slim got a lot going on right now, man.
Yeah, let Slim come on here, man.
I do not need them motherfuckers in my car. I got enough problems right now in these TikTok streets. Hey, I
Kev, you
definitely
got
don't
the
need them
TikTok
kind of
page
problems
on
right
you?
there, because them some major motherfucking problems. Yeah, look,
We ain't on
Chopper
that.
didn't
We
even
ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't on that shit, man. Just let he might have something to say about stuff.
Rick, look here. I saw other creators say that they went live and they came nah, bro. As soon as they saw him in the box, they came in the comments and took over the whole goddamn live.
What?
Damn.
He said they not worried about you.
They trolling him like a motherfucker, man. They trolling him like a motherfucker. And
Oh, for real?
look, I got my own problems right now in these TikTok streets. I'm just keeping it
For
real.
real.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
The last comment I seen Shanice say,
What
she said lied about what?
they ask Slim for, kid?
Look, that whole thing with all that other stuff and everything,
Oh,
because
okay.
I ain't got time for that shit right there, because that's on a whole nother motherfucking level.
Oh, okay.
That shit is oh no,
Man, what the fuck
oh
happened?
no.
Well, you need to inbox me after you inbox Niece. But Shanice said, what did he lie about? Shanice, he lied about
Hold
every
up, lad.
fucking thing.
Shanice said what? Shanice said what?
Shanice said, what did he lie about? Shanice, cousin,
Everything.
he lied about every motherfucking thing he got in his box and said. He said your entire letter was a lie. The
revenge
entire
was
letter,
his
not
word.
even the
Yeah, he said
positive
that she was
part.
trying to get revenge, but it's like Shanice doesn't need to get revenge. He makes himself look bad on his own. So it's like, what does Shanice need to do that for? You are your. These are the consequences of your own actions. Shanice doesn't have to do anything. She's just telling her truth.
Oh, she said, what did she lie about? What?
He according to his
Everything. That's what he
version.
said.
At this point, he said
He said,
everything.
and Niece Sean was up here, and he said that you lied about everything. What nothing in that video true. He said you entitled to your own experience, and he not trying to. I said, Sean, you out there calling you, and then he was trying to compare you to a crackhead out in the streets, and then he tried to compare you to a schizophrenia. And I told him, I said, you cannot compare that girl to no schizophrenia and no crackhead in the street.
Stop talking like that.
And that shit wasn't fun though, cause my granddad had that shit, from the military, so I ain't find that quite funny. But
I'm curious to know what exactly he's gonna get up in live and clear up that he couldn't clear up on day one. Why does he drag this out and then all of a sudden now you're gonna drop the quote unquote truth? Like now it's looking like
He about to drop
now it's looking like
He
you
about
have
to
to
drop
gather your
more lies.
storyline and then put something out there to settle it after all the controversy.
It was almost like something clicked when he was in this live. Did you guys see the change when he realized that Kev had said before Shanice has a plan? Kev didn't mean it like Sean took it, that Shanice was being deceitful.
That's why you notice how I was ignoring his ass the whole time. He kept saying that shit.
Kev knew that she was miserable as hell like the rest of us.
Yeah, that's what Kev said. Yeah, that's what I told him. I told him that. That's what it was. It wasn't that she had a plan to snake you. She got a plan to get the hell up out of there because you were mistreating her. You weren't loving her correctly. You weren't respecting her. That's what that was. That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't no goddamn.
He was looking for
every time he said that shit, I ignored his ass.
But do you guys remember in the first 10 minutes? In the first 10 minutes of Shanice's second video, or was it in a live she said it? Somebody asked about when she left, and Shanice said, and you could tell it, she didn't have to think about it. The truth you don't have to think about, right? She said, I decided I was going to leave, and I was gone in 20 minutes. That doesn't sound like a plan to me. That sounds like somebody who maybe had enough, and in that moment said, I'm not doing this shit no more.
That sounds like
somebody said why y'all want to come up here and tell her own story. She don't want to come up here, man. She don't want to get in the box. She don't get in the box.
I put that as she decided in 20 minutes that she was gonna leave. That wasn't her first time thinking about leaving. She decided and was gone in 20 minutes, but I bet you she had been thought about leaving. What the fuck? Like, come on, y'all stop commenting so Shanice can comment, because
she said decided in 20 minutes.
Decided in 20 minutes. I see that shit then. I saw it then.
So you never thought about leaving before that 20 minutes?
Come through.
She was probably looking for a time and a place where she could out him acting the way he acts. Look at the way he acts in public. You don't think he acts crazier behind closed doors?
Right. All I'm saying is it wasn't some big catastrophic plan that she had been sitting and plotting about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to say this and I'm going to take this. I'm sure if she had her way, she would have waited till she got her $7,800 back.
Exactly.
It definitely did not give strategic at all.
No, if you're trying to get away from a dude, you don't really care about the money at that point. I just need to get away from your ass.
Can I say one thing real quick? And this is for the
Go ahead, I heard.
If Shanice would like to come up, she will send Kev an invite. Please stop telling that girl to come up. Please stop saying bring Shanice up. Shanice likes to be in the comments. She likes to answer questions from the comments. That's it. That's all. Y'all have a great day.
Please leave that girl alone. Please leave that girl alone.
Shanice says 15,000 he owe her.
Damn. Yeah, that's the total. Come through, Melanin on the live go. Y'all blessing the brother tonight. Man, make sure y'all follow my man regardless, man. Look here, because we probably going live from his page tonight with the watch party. So please make sure y'all follow my regardless is my co-host. When you see him, you see who the fuck is that with all that goddamn noise?
Somebody just caught a flight.
Oh.
The goal was achieved.
I know y'all can't hear the airplanes outside my window.
Shit. Yeah, make sure y'all follow my co-host Ricardius over here in the corner, man. When you see him, you see me, you see me, you see him. We tapped in, we locked in, and we probably going live from his page tonight with the watch party. But if not, make sure y'all follow my page so that y'all tapped in with me. So if you tapped in with either one of us, you're going to be able to be there. You ain't got to be throwing gifts. You ain't got to be subscribing. You ain't got to tap in. It's appreciated. It's much appreciated. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up now. We do appreciate it.